According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop it, ass you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass you to stop it, ass you to drop it. It's about to get serious. Boy, when they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, what the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. You know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know your ass need to stop it, ass you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. You gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just pay with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belongs to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't coming goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room and pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep they glocking with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a debit cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a rope. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mower. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripe, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim me riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look.
The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage can fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans through a mall quad. Telling me how the crackers turn this child into a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
One West world. First everybody. Bitch, it's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in a gas up. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in a gas up. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it clean. Man, I'm too for real. Comfortable with myself with they fraud. Man, I'm too legit. Off the thermostat, can't hold me back. Trying to check my check. I had my way, run my plate, really busy. Really in the field. Taking it, check me out when in doubt. I'm gonna make my bread. Never lose, niggas. Food is a feast. Just know we all gon' eat. Niggas slick on my shit, pop my shit. My bro said this shit greasy. She don't like the message. I kick wisdom. I'm just rude as pieces. Tell my side, but not too much. They feel me. I know talk is cheap. I'm controlling it from a distance. This how it's supposed to be. Give her what she never had. Now she can't get over me. I understand they don't want a man, they just want company. Shorty know I'm all about my gravy, trying to smother me. Get from under me, I ain't had no silver spoon. This shit come from underneath. I play for keeps, I don't see nobody. This shit tunnel V. I play for keeps, I don't see nobody. This shit tunnel V. This is more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in a gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill like a nectar. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in a gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill like a nectar. But I keep it clean though.
Back row.
This shit gon' ride. You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm going westward, sharper than the ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the storm in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light.
Alawak punya.
Yabashima Shabraka Thumb. Can y'all hear me?
Come on, sir. We can hear you perfectly.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. What's going on, Israel? You know what I'm saying? So I'm covering for General Hyman tonight. You know what I'm saying? I might not be as good. Y'all have some patience with me. You understand? But we gonna get it in, man. Who we got with us tonight? I see headquarters.
Count out of one count.
Shout out to headquarters, New York, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hebrews. All right, who else we got? Did I see Shadia Al over there?
Come on, so we got Dallas with us.
Dallas in the house. What's going on? Building it up. Is that the walk back there?
Trinidad.
Who that? Oh, okay. No sweat. Shalom. Who is that in Dallas? Salaki. Before I go, is that Ash the walk back there? Oh no, he looked like a brother named Ash the walk.
Live, sir.
Okay, no sweat. I see him now. No sweat. Shout out Dallas. What's going on? Who else we got?
You got Trinidad here with us.
What's going on, Trinidad? Big man down. That school is beautiful, man. That school is beautiful. Who else?
Florida in the building.
Okay, Florida in the house. What's going on, mighty man?
What's going on, sir?
And that's it. Let's get it on. That's it for now. Okay. No sweat. So again, we going what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about, you know, keeping our zone holy, keeping this school holy, man. That we all then chose to give our life to build. You understand? I want to thank the Most High and Christ first, Yahweh Shai, for Commanding General Yohana first and foremost. You understand? The only man under the 4 head priests, you know, that the Lord put the spirit on. He put the spirit on these head priests to raise this school up back in 1969. After Abba Bivens, after a brother named Masha, you know, Masha left for whatever reason to do his own thing, and he left the school, and it went to the 4 head priests who Commanding General Yohana was under at that time. You understand? Brothers made me aware that there's a guy they got brothers in Houston. He said I think his name was Ariala. He used to be in a department called Central Command back in the day with Commander General Yohana and other men. You know what I'm saying? It was a department in the ISUPK. But again, when Masha left and started some, I think HOI or some bull crap, some Christian Israelite group, when he left, I think they stopped Central Command, and I know that cat Ariala, he had left with them. He left with them. But brothers made me aware that he's still trying to teach brothers the Bible in Houston, probably other areas too. But and in his mind, and there's a lot of brothers do this. They leave the ISUPK, they leave the truth, start some old Christian nonsense, add a bunch of Christian philosophy, and still think they keep their rank. Like they in a whole nother thing, saying a whole nother, like this cat, he went Christian years ago. I saw one of his recordings or something. The brother sent me a recording of him or a tape I heard, and boy, it was so Christian the way he was talking. I think he now wants to accept Esau. He don't think Esau is so bad, and it's a whole bunch of things they change. But when it comes to who I am, yeah, I'm so-and-so. I was back at the old One West. Guess what? The old One West did not die like you wanted it to. You understand? It kept going, and we still rocking it out. You know, we One West, you hearing One West right now. And I hope a lot of you watching, man. And they say one of his sons, I guess, is over one of their I don't know what you even call them, little clubhouses over there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Which, and I know they watching. All of them Christian Israelites watch the classes at the ISUPK because they need to understand the Bible, and they can't understand the Bible without us. And they listen to us. Then they go front in their classrooms like the Lord gave them this breakdown. You understand? When they got it from Officer Shadia Allah, and they got it from Captain Yatazak, and they got it from Captain Tawar and Captain Tazaryak. They hear your breakdowns in your classes, Hebrews, and then they go front with their little men to try to get some followers like the Lord gave them this understanding. You understand? They still claiming they rank. You can't do that. Once you leave the ISUPK, you understand? If you got a cover, you should give it up. Like a brother just posted recently. Give your cover up if you disagree with us. You don't believe what we believe. We so wrong and we so evil. We the Pharisees and Sadducees. Give that goddamn cover up so we can hang it on the ceiling. It is where we put the graveyard. We made the ceilings our graveyard where we hang your covers, because that man that earned that cover, he dead now. He didn't let Satan influence him. You understand? You can't claim your rank when you leave the school. You can't claim your name. These niggas walking around like I'm still Rapaya Allah. We gave you that name. You ain't here no more. That ain't your name no more, Negro. You is Tyrone again. You are Tyrone again. And that's that. They come with us. I'm Shadrach Allah. No, nigga, you are like Yatazak say, you Demetrius. You nigga, you Demetrius again. You think you're gonna keep your rank? You ain't in here no more. You understand? You put down your sword, you going, you start your other school, and that's fine. We ain't gonna hate you. We ain't gonna run up in your place and ransack your building. We ain't gonna do none of that. We just gonna keep on upholding this truth that the Lord built on this earth that we all fell in love with, like Commander General Yohana fell in love with. And when damn near everybody left and wanted to erase the UPK, you understand, he stood strong and said, I love this place. And the Lord showed me this place is great. I'm standing with it. And took 2 knuckleheads with him. 2 knuckleheads that also happened to love the UPK that they fell in love with. General Hyman and myself grabbed our little knuckleheads fresh out of college and said, listen, man, y'all got love like I got love. Let's rebuild this thing. He said, Mayak, I know you had been to Passovers with thousands of brothers, and it seemed like all hope is gone and they left. But we're going to have it again. We're going to have it again. And listen, the past several Passovers showed me General Yohana knew what he was talking about. I knew it back then. The Lord showed me back then, but I can't convince men that I know what I'm talking about. So I just tell you what I know and what I believe. And if you follow it, the Lord will put the spirit on you to follow it or not. That's all the truth is. We plant the seeds, we water it, but the Most High bring the increase. You understand? So you can't keep your rank. You can't keep your Hebrew name. You back in the world. I don't care who you are. You understand? And Negroes, I hear Negroes talking about nobody give us a counsel. We want a counsel. You don't need no counsel from us because you don't believe what we believe. You understand? You don't follow what we follow. You understand? What a counsel from us going to mean nothing to you. Scripture say, cast not your pearls among swine. What are we giving you a counsel for, brother or sister? You understand? When you rather get high, you rather do your own thing. You smarter than us. You understand? So go do your own goddamn thing. You understand? Go find a group that believe what you believe, because we wrong. We wrong for calling them Christian Israelites. They are brothers. We supposed to love them too. I guess we supposed to be part of the whole unity thing. They got that, you know what I'm saying? We are not doing that. We are unaffiliated because, like a young man recently brought out in one of his classes, it only take one of us, man, to do evil things and to be corrupt for the Lord to come against the whole entire zone. You understand? And we ain't going to do that. Commander Junior Yohana taught me not to do crime, not to be a criminal, to obey the laws of this land and do right and put these scriptures in my heart and my chest and live these scriptures. Don't just talk about it, but live it. And that's what I do. Now, you could join a group and why we call them Christian Israelites, because you do what the Christians do. Christians is getting pegged. Their men are getting pegged in the behind, having their women sleep with other men, and that's what they like. Christians do that. You understand? Christians do that. They accept Esau in their organization and Hamites, trying to save Hamites when they got nothing to do with us. But we ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. We're going to follow the doctrine that the Lord gave our leaders and have been passed down to us. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to hold on to it. I may take a couple of questions because I got a lot to go into. And I know I ain't going to have a lot of shit. I might as well say we might probably go past the time. You understand? And so I thank the Lord for Commander General Yohana and bringing me and General Mahayman up under him. And then the Lord brought General Hazayan on with us. We met that old crazy cat. He's on the chat now. Old General Cabal. General Cabal was trying to kill everything when we met him. We had to calm him down. Said, put your gun away, General. Put your gun away, Cabal. Put it away. Stop trying to kill everybody. We couldn't go eat in the beginning with Cabal because he would threaten everybody's life in the restaurant if they got our food wrong. And you know, and Commander General Yohana and myself, we understood that they will spit in your food. So when Cabal went off on him, we had to go somewhere else. All right, we out. We apologize. We gone. We had to go find a whole new place. It took about a year for Cabal to calm down and stop trying to kill everybody that was against us. You understand? But that was heavy, man. We needed that spirit. The Lord brought up that spirit in his own, and now he one of the generals in this school because we need General Cabal. We need him because he's a genius beyond belief, technical with every damn thing, and keep all our business and records in order. You know what I'm saying? They keep you brothers in order. I hear him every week. These are the cities that missed the damn check-in. Check in with the general, man. Stop playing games, captains and camp leaders. You understand? Do your thing. Like we was called here not to be common. We was called here. Let me see. We was called here to do what we was taught, man. And Commander Junior Yohana, he was taught a certain thing. And whether they changed it or not, or left or not, he kept that going, man. He kept that going. He honored his fathers. You understand? And I'm going to honor him, and I'm going to keep it going with him. You know what I'm saying? And roll with him. And we ain't changing the doctrine. We ain't bending for nobody. We ain't folding for nobody. We're not going to acquiesce. Y'all look that up. We're not going to acquiesce for nobody. We're not going to smooth it out because it's going to make you feel good. We're going to keep the doctrine. They mad at me. I would never follow a man that used the word fuck. He said fuck because I made a damn post and I said fucking scared everybody. I said they don't know what the fuck you doing, and they said, "Oh my God, what'd he say?" And everybody crying, and Christian Israelites, I can never follow nobody who talk like that. Well, boy, in ancient times, Christ cussed a few people out too. Back in his day, the things he said in them scriptures, that was a cuss out back then. You understand? Now we're in a different age, different languages, different words. You know, we might throw a fuck or a motherfucker or damn it or bastard out there. If it offend your Christian heart, you ain't got to be here. You ain't got to be here.
Sir.
Go ahead.
They'll follow somebody who would never say that word, but who will steal their grandmother's whole pension.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they talk sweet and talk nice and getting pegged. Talk sweet and talk nice. And, you know what I'm saying, like you said, stealing from everybody, locking the doors and forcing you to give up money because he in debt. Nigga got a gambling problem and he hold the church hostage because he in debt, trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Galatians 1st chapter tell us how can you, I'm gonna read Galatians 1 and 6. I might as well go to it. Galatians 1 and 6. Then I'll take a couple of questions if we got them, but then I got a lot to go into.
So Galatians 1 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel.
Like Paul was their teacher, man. He was their father. And it shocked him how easy it was for Satan to get brothers, man, and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And remove them from the gospel that they were taught, from everything Paul taught. You understand? And I know what Paul feel like, man, because I feel the same way. I'll be surprised. I done sat with men back in the day when I was in my 20s, and we destroyed the Christian church's Immaculate Conception just to see them same brothers I did the TV show with sitting wearing red and gold and white and red and white, talking about the Immaculate Conception is real now. Blew my mind. I marvel at that. You understand? Commander General Hunter marvel at all the men that he done taught that walked away so easily, man. So easily. And now because of their pride, they scared to come back and start from the beginning, because you're going to have to start from the beginning. But their pride won't let them. So they rather you're going to take a chance out there, go ahead and do it. This place is too beautiful to beg anybody. Go ahead, Q. Acquiesce. What does it say? To rest satisfied or apparently satisfied, or to rest without opposition or discontent. Like somebody say, well, I don't think that mean that. And you fold to, okay, well, maybe it mean this. Maybe the world, maybe they tell us we too rough. So we acquiesce and change and become soft and become tender and sweet. Put a little sugar in our tank, I guess. That's the road to getting pegged. We ain't doing that. You understand? We ain't doing that. Read on, 7th verse.
Sir, verse 7. Which is not another.
And
but
they change into another gospel, but it's not really another gospel, because none of you Christian Israelites who claim you got a different doctrine and this and that. I remember the candy canes came out and said hell is real, and we in the hell and the guys that wear all white, GOCC. I remember they were saying hell is real and there's different chambers and they hook your eyelids in this hell when you die. All of that come from Dante's Inferno. A break off of the Roman Catholic Church, man. All that mess where you go to some hell and chambers and the devil and burning and fire after you die and your soul for eternity. Those are the Roman Catholic lies. Those are movies. You understand? So it ain't no new doctrine. None of them are on. Any change or doctrine that they teach or say comes from some Christian church. One of them or another. It's not another. But what?
But there be some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of Christ.
But some still whispering in your ear. Some still whispering in your ear, and we got a few of them. They got a love-hate relationship with us. They leave the gospel, don't want to follow us. We ain't smart enough to lead them. We wrong in what we saying. They hear a class and totally misunderstand the class. They hear a class and General Hyman say the brother should have sex with Jada Pinkett to get him back. They're all in the world. He don't understand the spirit of what's being taught. You understand? So, oh my God, they teaching to give your wife away. Oh no. What the hell you scared of? Your wife on her way out or something? You think we got something to do with it? No, that bitch leaving you because you a sucker. You understand? You a sucker. That's why she leaving you. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We don't know her. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to convince her to leave you. We don't teach a woman to leave her man. You understand? Now, if she come to us and say he trying to get me to peg him, we're going to say, sister, do not peg him. We're going to teach her to obey the law. And if you walking around here having sex with men and getting AIDS and all type of nasty shit, we will tell her she might want to use protection or not have sex with you, or, you know, we might try to save her life. You understand? But we know sex is marriage. That's who you chose. So your doctrine ain't another one. And you got suckers out here trying to convince you that, you know, the ISUPK is wrong. We done withstood every doctrine, every Christian Israelite group, every organization that then came against us from 1969, and we still here, man. And we still here. Go ahead.
But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
And Commander Johnny Hanna explained this scripture to me a long time ago as a young man. And he told me his fathers and his teachers taught him this and told him, man, if anybody teach the doctrine, even if we teach it, Johanna, you better keep doing the right thing. And he followed his fathers, man. He was a good son. He was a good son. He followed them no matter what they did, no matter what went down with them. He kept this doctrine and kept the truth going, man. And I'm going to honor him as my father. You understand? My father, I knew my father all my life, but he wasn't around like that. You understand? But I knew him, and I never had no animosity amongst them. You know what I'm saying? My mother handled it. He came around every now and then. That was fine. But I ain't get taught a lot in the world. I got taught by my old heads and on the streets. The streets taught me. You understand? So all I knew was street things. I didn't even know how to deal with a woman in a loving way. All I knew was how to deal with them according to how the streets taught me. Commander Junior Hanna changed all of that, taught me these scriptures, and I saw the scriptures live through how I was rolling with him. I'm rolling with the general for years, and I'm reading the scriptures and saying, damn, this is our life here. What these prophets are doing. This is our life. We doing this. We actually doing it. And it made me proud and happy to understand life, man. Because before the truth, you don't understand life. And that's why niggas get high mostly. They don't understand why the white man's so evil. They don't see a way to get out of it. They don't see no changing. They don't think the white man can be beat. They don't think nothing defends us because they don't. We a nation undesired. And if you don't understand God's plan on how we got here and then understand how to get out of it, shit, you'll get high too. You'll get high too. But they taught him well, and he stood with these scriptures, and he stand with the Most High in Christ, and I'm going to do it too. And all the generals behind him are going to do it. And I pray you captains and officers, you do it too, and you stand strong, and you stay loyal, because the Lord don't need none of us. So before I get into it, what time is it? I'll take one or two questions if we got questions in the room or online real quick.
So we have a question in the comments. Trooper Zakar says, Shalom, how about Shabbat? Checking in from Dallas, Salakia, Ottawa. Can you break down 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 11 through 12?
Come, 1 Timothy, let's get it. Let me get it with you. 1 Timothy chapter 5
and verse 11. Anybody got it?
11 and 12. Okay, no sweat. All right, let's get into it. Go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 11.
Start at 10.
Come on, sir. Verse 10. Well reported of for good works.
Mm-hmm.
If she have brought up children.
And it's talking about widows. Let not a widow be taken into the number under 70, having been the wife of one man. Go ahead.
Come on. If she have lodged strangers.
So she got a good reputation. It's been reported that this is a good sister here. You understand? She done brought up children. She done raised her children. She done had her husband once upon a time. She done took in strangers. She done done good works for the brothers. Go ahead.
Con. If she have washed the saints' feet.
Uh-huh.
If
Meaning
she have,
catering to the brothers. Go ahead.
If she have relieved the afflicted.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
If she have diligently followed every good work.
And listen, in the ISUPK, we got sisters like that, man. Brothers know that they ribs, you know, since they not priests, they can't go on the streets and they can't do lectures. They need something to do. You understand? Our ribs need something to do. Like my rib, she real good at creating things, little knickknacks. She do little baby showers, and she make a whole bunch of toilet paper somehow. She make it look like a cake. She did a baby shower recently, and the people was trying to ask could they get a slice of the cake, but the cake was made of toilet papers and things. She good at decorating and doing things like that, and doing little events like raffles. I think she just did a raffle. A brother in Delaware just won some type of tablet and a whole bunch of things that go with it. You know, she do things, try to raise money for the school and different things. And I allow her because, you know, she needs something to do, and she good at it. She's very good at it. And you'll know what your wife is good at. A lot of sisters help with the clothing giveaways and the food giveaways. A lot of sisters do those things. So here, these widows, you know, they ain't got no man. So the school becomes their man. The priests become their man. And they do good works and got a good reputation. Read on.
Khan out of Khan. Verse 11. But the younger widows refuse.
Mm-hmm.
For when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, they will marry.
Right. So, but the younger ones, it says refuse for when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, meaning become busybodies. They young, you know, these young sisters a lot of times. You just got to be careful with them. Like the Lord say, fathers got to keep a hand over their daughters' heads. You know what I'm saying? Keep a hedge around them and keep them. You know, you got to keep them humble. In other words, you got to watch them. You understand? Because they'll become wanting. They'll wax wanting against Christ. They'll go out of the spirit. In other words, you understand? And they'll be looking for a man. It's better that they get a man in the UPK. Don't you be wandering and, you know what I'm saying, end up getting a brother outside of the school. You understand? You brothers, you got, you know, marry these sisters, man. They looking for money. You think they here because the script is so heavy. They here for you. They here for you. You know what I'm saying? And when they young and ain't with their man no more, now in these times, it ain't really widows no more. It's just, you know, they done broke up with their man because they didn't know no better. They not in the school. You understand? And of course, against Christ just meaning they ain't in the truth. They not in the truth. If you're not in the truth, then, you know what I'm saying, you eating what Christ said not to eat, eating what you're doing the things the Most High Christ said not to do. So you're basically against Christ. You're doing things against yourself, against Christ. Go ahead.
Khan, out of Khan. Verse 12. Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith.
Their first faith. And like I said before, it ain't a lot of young sisters in the school now that their husbands died, that are actual widows. You know what I'm saying? That are actual widows. But it's mainly focused now. We just focus on these young sisters and how they come in. A brother said, I think it was Captain, I think it was Houston camp leader said something heavy that you know, these sisters that's in the school, you got to represent well, man, and be a mother to these young sisters that's coming in, because they coming in. Young brothers, young sisters, they coming in. And a lot of you, when these sisters come in, you know, they come in because they want to find the Lord. They want to change their life. And they heard that we the place where you change your life. We the place where you become something new. And when they come in and meet you, you throwing them a little shade because you think you better than them. You think you got rank over them because you've been in the school longer than them. And you throwing shade to these youngsters, or they seeing you and your neck going. And you, yeah, well, something, all the things you sisters say. You a bad influence on these young sisters, man. And you'll have them not fight to change, and you'll have them stay the way they are. You understand? And they'll wax wanton against Christ. You understand? And so it says, you read 12, right? Yeah, having a damnation because they have cast off their first faith. That we ain't got a lot of young widows in our school, for whoever asked the questions right now. You understand? But at this time, Paul was dealing with sisters who might have had husbands that died. You understand? And they were young. And now they trying to learn that, they didn't learn already with their husband. Now their husband gone. They need another husband, in other words. They need a man. So, in other words, let's get these young sisters some men, because that's what they here for. They here looking at you, finding out who they like the best, who class they like the best, who smile the best, who got the best teeth, who got the best physique. It don't even matter why they want a man up in here, but ain't nothing wrong with getting a man up in here. Hope that answers the question. Any more?
Sir. Brother says, Shalom, my Lord, if I may I have a quick breakdown of Ecclesiastes chapter 21, verse 23 through 24. Baba Kashah Wata Wata.
No sweat. Ecclesiastes. What's that? Chapter 21. Where am I? Chapter 21. Hold up. I messed up. Slaki, give me a second to get it with you. Go ahead.
Slaki, sir. I think the brother meant Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus. All right. No sweat. All right. So we're going to go to Ecclesiasticus, which is in the 14 books that the world took out of the Bible, but we got the Bible with it in there. It's called the Apocrypha, and you can get a whole King James Bible from Genesis with the Apocrypha in it. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 21, and then I might have to jump into my subject. And what verse?
Chapter 21, verse 23 through 24.
Okay, let's do it. You got it.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 23. A fool will peep in at the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. It is the rudeness of a man to hearken at the door, but a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace.
No sweat. Slaki, go read 23 again.
Khan out of Khan.
A little bit, babe. Slaki. Go ahead.
Verse 23. A fool will peep in at the door into the house.
You know how the Lord, there's a scripture saying, don't be busybodies. Don't be in other man's business, in another man's business, right? You understand? So a fool, he'll peek in and try to look into a man's household. You understand? Go ahead.
Khan out of Khan.
I guess and see secrets. See secrets. Go ahead.
But he that is well nurtured will stand without.
And he that is well nurtured will stand without. A man with wisdom, you know what I'm saying? He'll stand without. He won't invade on a man's privacy to maybe uncover his sin. You understand? The scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing. It say a good brother or a wise brother covereth sin. You know what I'm saying? We try to help a brother out rather than destroy him. You know what I'm saying? If we could, if he's savable, everybody can't be saved, but we will attempt to save people. Even Paul, he got to the point where he had to deliver some up to Satan because they couldn't be saved. You understand? But a foolish cat, an unwise cat, he'll peek in at the door into the house. He'll try to, sneak up in everybody, see your sin to destroy you. You understand? But a well-nurtured and wise man, he'll stand without. Just like doing when who was it? Noah. When Noah got drunk, you know what I'm saying? His sons knew he was drunk and naked. And Ham, of course, his simple ass, he was a fool. He went in and looked at his father, went and made fun of his father to the brothers, wanted them to come make fun of him. But Shem and Japheth, they got a covering and walked in backwards so they didn't look on their father's nakedness, and they covered him up, man, and covered him up. And so you can use that as a precept. Like fools want to embarrass and make a mockery of, you understand? But wise men, they'll cover it up and try to, help you. You understand? That's what that's saying. 23. Go ahead. 24.
Khan out of Khan. Verse 24. It is the rudeness of a man to hearken at the door. But a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace.
Right. He'll be discreet. It is rudeness of a man to hearken at the door. Like he'll be in there trying to discover your secrets and try to get dirt on you. In other words, get dirt on you probably so he can go murmur later. Because again, it's calling him a fool. It's calling him rude. You understand? Unwise. Because the opposite of him is the wise man. You understand? The wise man that will be grieved with disgrace. Read on.
God. But a man of experience is ashamed of him.
Where you go? What verse you at?
Oh, Slavia, sir.
Okay, no sweat. 25. You with me?
God, sir. Verse 25.
Okay.
The lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them. But the words of such as have understanding.
Right. So again, it said a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace. You know what I'm saying? A wise, like, is rude and is foolish to try to, embarrass men. Try to embarrass men, especially of your family, and especially in this school. We'll bring it to today. In this school, it's rude and foolish to try to embarrass a brother that's in this school. You understand? But somebody wise will be grieved with the disgrace, which is part of, I'm going to go into a little bit of that later. You know what I'm saying? They'll be discreet. Wise brothers. We got some wise young brothers in here. And we got wise captains. We got wise officers. You know what I'm saying? And they, they see things in the school and they handle it the right way. You understand? Some brothers don't handle it the right way. You understand? And these wise brothers see it not being handled the right way. And that disgrace grieves them. It grieves them to be doing foolish things like, I've been seeing in the last couple of weeks. And the lips of the talkers will be, what did it say? The lips of talkers do what?
Will be telling such things as pertain not unto them.
Like, this ain't going to help you. Ain't got nothing to do with you to say those things or to utter those words about a man or a sister that's in this school. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help them. Do things that's going to help the situation. Read.
God. But the things as pertain.
But the words.
Slavia, sir. But the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance.
Are weighed in the balance. Why? A wise man will see something if he see it. Now, he won't go out his way to try to see your sin, but if he see it, he'll think of the wise way, the protocols. He'll think of how our king taught us to handle it. What's the protocols of the school? How do I handle this without disgracing the brother, without disgracing the sister, without, being rude or embarrassing anybody? How do I handle this the correct way? So that's what that's saying. I hope that gives you understanding on that.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
General Q asked if we can read 22.
No sweat. Where we at? Go ahead. Read 22. Start it. Do 21. Go ahead.
Beginning of verse 26.
Read Ecclesiasticus 21 and 21.
Con, sir. Verse 21. Learning is unto a wise man as an ornament of gold.
And that's the beautiful thing. Some cats come into the school and then get to a point where they think they smarter than their teachers, or they're no better, or like we ain't got no understanding. We've been doing this 30 years myself, damn near. Commander Johnny Yohana, hell, forget about it. Damn near from the beginning. And you think your understanding is better than ours? You think the way you would handle this situation is better than how we would handle? You fooling yourself. Go ahead.
And like a bracelet upon his right arm.
And wise brothers, boy, we love to learn. Like, I love this. I read the scriptures and I still see something and understand something that I didn't understand before, or see something. And it's amazing how the word of God is like that. The Bible is like that. You've been in here studying and reading for years and read something that you forgot about, or something that you see totally clearer than you used to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing to learn, to love to learn. Is a wonderful thing for a wise man. You understand? It's like an ornament of gold. It's like he floss, he bling blinging. That's how knowledge is and learning is to a wise man. Read.
Con, verse 22. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house.
Look at that. Look at that. But a fool, he want to be all up in your house and peeping out your scene and seeing how you not better than him, seeing how you worse than him. Go ahead.
But a man of experience is ashamed of him.
Yeah, but a man of experience, you know, he's ashamed of this fool. You understand? He's ashamed of this fool who want to be all up in everybody's business, man. Don't be a busybody. You understand? Don't be in everybody's business. Of course, we all here to protect this school. And if you see something, you know what I'm saying? If you see something that seem out of the spirit, that seem foolish, and I use the words I've been hearing lately, weird and goofy. You see something weird, you see something goofy, yeah, you see something out of the spirit and all that, that's an offense. Because that ain't supposed to live in this house. You understand? You attack it. You follow the proper protocols. I hope that was it. Q, just let me know. I'll take maybe one more question.
Kind of real
if
quick
you got
shout
it.
out. Atlanta
in the building. Most High in Christ. Shalom, Atlanta.
Baltimore.
Be more in his house. What's going on? That's my main man right there. What's going on, Hebrew?
Shalom, Lord Christ, sir.
Shalom. God. Go ahead.
Chicago joined us as well.
And Chicago in the building. Most High in Christ. Shout out to Chicago. That's Big Priest is on. No sweat. And all the brothers under him, man, handles their business. Go ahead.
Most High in Christ. A brother asked, Salaki, sir, if I may, with your grace, Adawan, get a general breakdown on Romans 10 and verse 4 through 7, sir, about the shot.
No sweat. Romans 10, verse 4 through 7. No sweat. Whenever y'all got it.
Come on, sir. Romans chapter 10 and verse 4. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth.
No sweat. Who can tell? Who can take a shot at what that means? Christ is the end of the law. Because Christians read that, and of course they say we ain't under the law no more. We ain't got to follow the law. We can eat pork. We can eat shrimp. You understand? We can eat shelled fish now. We ain't got to celebrate the Passover. We can celebrate Christmas. We can do what the hell we want. We're not under the old law. They always talking about how much we're not under the old law, but boy, the law of tithes never go away. The law of tithing never go away. That ain't part of the old law, I guess. Getting that money. You understand? That ain't part of the old law. Well, it is part of the old law, and the old laws are still in effect. You understand? But what does it mean Christ is the end of the law? Akim. Where you young brothers at? Can I get some more ice, babe? Anybody. If not, I'll break it down. But anybody want to take a shot?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. What city?
Headquarters, sir.
Okay. No sweat. What? Okay, no sweat. I see it. Go ahead.
That we would no longer be punished on the spot.
Okay, not quite. You on it though. You on it, but not quite. Not quite. Not that we would be punished on a. What does it mean? Christ is the end of the law. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, if I may, do it means if you follow Christ, you won't be punished by the law? If you follow Christ all the way?
Basically, I'll give it to both of y'all. No sweat. He's the end of the law, not the law meaning thou shalt not sleep with your neighbor's woman, and thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not covet. Not those laws. The law is talking about is like the police. How we call the police the law? Here come the law. Here come the law. That's what Christ is the end of. That grace that he gave us, it's the end of somebody running up on you and chopping your head off if it's a Christmas tree in your house. Like y'all can celebrate Christmas at the end of this year. Ain't nobody gonna come cut your head off. The priest ain't gonna come and arrest you. You understand? You can get away with it. So he's the end of the law because of the grace that he gave us. The law meaning the punishments, the judgments of the law. You understand? So both of y'all was on it. Read.
Training straight.
Put your phones on mute if you're not reading. Well, go ahead.
Verse 5. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them.
Right. You follow the law. Ain't no police coming for you. Back in Moses' time, you was good. You know what I mean? You obeyed the laws. You didn't break any. You didn't break any, so you ain't have no priests coming up on you with judgment. Go ahead.
But the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on this wise. Say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven? That is to bring Christ down from above.
So what's he said 4 to 7, right? So he said for Moses described the righteousness which is of the law. He went into how the Lord would bless us. You know what I'm saying? How we would live good and we would have our children if we observed and did the law in Deuteronomy. He said it. If we observed and do, we will be blessed. He ran it all down. You understand? And then it said that the man, Slakia, did I skip ahead? That the man that doeth them shall live by them. Read 6 again, Slakia.
Sir, but the righteousness which is of faith,
right? That's go ahead.
Speaketh on this wise.
But now in Paul's day, in Paul's time after Christ, what he taught us to be righteous and have faith. And that righteous faith, because we didn't know, I didn't celebrate Christmas in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done made a tree. I done bought my kids back in the day. Wait, not the ones that y'all might know of, but I got older sons. And I done bought a Christmas gift or two, accepted a Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? I didn't went to an Easter egg hunt. I done did things to piss up the Lord, piss off the Most High. You understand? But now I can walk around and be righteous in my mind because I have faith that my king died and the Lord ain't going to remember that old me that died. He ain't going to remember that. I have faith. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. And it speaks on this wise. That faith through Christ, knowing what he did to give us another chance so we ain't got to be judged by what we did in the past. Read.
Say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven?
Now we ain't got to figure out, well, who gonna make it to heaven? How are we gonna make it to heaven, man? We did things that's wrong. You understand? Go ahead.
That is to bring Christ down from above.
And spiritually, it's like pulling Christ down. Like he ain't do what he did. Like he didn't walk this walk, get murdered on this earth, and then go up there and receive all the glory that the Lord gave him. Like it tell you in the book of Daniel, when he was brought before the Ancient of Days, and all the glory he deserved and earned. It's like, like saying his grace ain't real. What he did ain't real. You understand? Read.
Or who shall descend into the deep? That is to bring Christ up again from the dead.
Or who going to hell? Who ain't gonna make it? You understand? Who the Lord gonna look down on? You understand? Read.
But what saith it?
Oh,
the word.
Go ahead.
The word is nigh thee, even in thy mouth and in thy heart. That is the word of faith which we preach.
Like now we live through faith. You understand? We live through faith. You know what I mean? Christ died and then he rose again. So we ain't got to worry about who going to make it. You know, so we ain't got to worry about death like Christians do every day. There's a prayer they teach the kids. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray my Lord the soul to keep. Because everybody worried about dying because we don't know the Most High. We don't know God. You understand? But in the UPK, you can rest it in your heart that we work for the man that controls life or death. We work for him. You know what I'm saying? As long as you work for him and please him and do what them scriptures say and follow the protocols, man. You know what I'm saying? That Paul said, whether I live for Christ. Whether I die for Christ. So you ain't got to worry about death every day. Hell, if I go tomorrow, I'll see you on the chariots. Lord will. Y'all just see me on the chariots and keep this work going. You understand? So we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about what they teaching us about some fiery place when we die. The fire coming right here on the earth, man. Right here on the earth. You understand? So, you know what I mean? That's mainly what it's going into. You know what I'm saying? And they say read 8 again.
Sir, verse 8. But what saith it? The word is nigh thee, even in thy mouth and in thy heart.
Like we done been taught right. The word is close to us. It's in our chest, man, in our heart, in our mouth. And we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We know the white man is the devil. Can't nobody turn us from that. We know how to get out of here. We know the Lord is coming, and we got to be patient. He's been patient with us, and our hard-headed behind. We can't be patient. We can be patient. You understand? We got the word. We got the truth. It's in your mouth. It's in your heart. Read.
That is the word of faith, which we preach.
Right. And that's what we teach, man. Brothers arguing with the Jewish man. The Jewish man, he don't believe in Christ. He don't believe. So that's the problem. We don't believe in no Messiah. That's part of Judaism. Well, we ain't in Judaism or whatever. We not part of that. We the real born, blood royal, 12 tribes of Israel. We are the real Jews, man. Not Jewish. You understand? And we understand the tribes, and the Lord then gave us all the secrets, man. He revealed all the secrets to us, and we understand. And we understand. Hell, and if it's something we don't understand, we can get on the phone and make a call. Hell, I run the Commander Junior High all the time. Sir, what is this saying? Is this another level? What is this talking about? And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. So I'm gonna try to begin to go into the some of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. You know what I'm saying? I know, of course, everybody know we tout being brothers and, being, brotherhood is a weapon, and we understand that, and we know that. And, the Most High in Christ, he gave us the brotherhood and how to accomplish the brotherhood and told us how to do it. But time and time again, I'm seeing brothers fail at it, man. And these are good brothers, man. These are good brothers, but they forget about the protocol. First and foremost, Jesus Christ don't make no suggestions. When he say to do something, it's an order. He's our king. It's an order. He's our king. He say do this, and Christ said to do it, but I think because I love this brother, I ain't gonna do it like that. Well, you out of order, man, and you part of the problem. You part of the problem because our king gave us orders. I'm going to start with this. Matthew 22 and 35. Whoever get it. Whoever get it. We're going to go into the greatest because they asked Christ back in his time, what's the greatest of the laws? These are highfalutin Negroes back then, lawyers and whatnot, doctors and lawyers. And they say when Christ was 12, he was consulting with doctors and lawyers since he was 12. So he knew their minds. He knew how they thought. And about time he was a grown man, he knew how to handle these cats, man. He knew how to handle them. 22 and 35 for Matthew.
Sir, Matthew 22 and verse 35. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying,
and again, asking him a question because he's a lawyer. He know how to talk to people. He know how to trick people into saying things that he want them to say. You understand? He knew how to do that. And so he thought he could do it with Christ. He didn't want the answer. The scripture tell you what he wanted. He was tempting him. He was tempting him. He was fucking with him, in other words. I know you Christians like, oh, he said fuck again. Christ was fucking with him. He was fucking with Christ, trying to fuck with Christ. You understand? But Christ understood this thing. So they tempted him. Go ahead.
And saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
Out of all the commandments, what's the great commandment? What's the top commandment of the law? Go ahead.
Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind.
Go ahead.
This is the first and great commandment.
Because what does this do? If you love the Most High with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and we all heard the scripture before, but if you do that, then you're going to think of the law. You're going to think of what he put in this Bible. Scriptures say the scriptures was written for our learning. And learning in the Isupk, you should be learning from the mistakes of our ancestors. It's a lot of mistakes in that Old Testament. And we're supposed to learn from it, man. And better ourselves and not have to go through those same things again. You understand? You had people murmur against Moses, and the Lord made them leprous. The Lord made them leprous, man. It was people that murmured against David, mad, and things happened. Murmured against Moses again, and the ground opened up. You understand? The ground opened up. So it's things that happened that David committed. He committed a sin. And the Lord forgave him, but he took his son, man. He took his son from him. Yeah, and we're supposed to learn from these things. And the laws, we're supposed to learn how to follow them. That's what Christ made it clear. Christ made it clear on how to follow them with a good conscience, man. Not just doing it every day and then going and doing the same sin over and over again. We're supposed to learn from it. Christ told a whore. They bought Christ a whore, and she was a whore. Christ said, I'm going to forgive you because all these brothers walked away and they couldn't condemn you because they know they didn't did shit. Yes, I said shit. They didn't did shit. And they walked away. You understand? And Christ said, they ain't condemn you. I'm not going to continue to condemn you either, sis. Go thy way. And the heaviest thing he said to her was sin no more. That's what everybody missed. Sin no more, he told this sister. Because next time, you might not get this mercy. You might not get this mercy. He didn't tell her it was okay what she did. It was right what she did. He said, go your way. I'm going to forgive you. But don't do it again. Don't do it again. You understand? Read.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love.
He said that was the first and great commandment. Now the second is just like the first. Like you love the Lord with all your heart, your mind, your body, and everything. You constantly thinking on what's right. What would the Most High be pleased with? What would he be pleased with? That's the first and great commandment. Go ahead. Somebody else get Leviticus 19 and 17. Read on.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And the second is just like the first. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. How is that just similar as the first one? Why is that similar to the first one? Somebody also, I know I called Leviticus 19 and 7. Somebody get that scripture in 1 John 4 and 20. 1 John 4 and 20, and just hold that for me. Why is loving the Most High with all your heart, mind, and soul and body? How is that just like this second one, which is love your neighbor as yourself?
It's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Because that's key way that you show that you love the Lord.
One more time.
Because that's a way that you show that you love the Most High.
That's how you show, because all of the Lord's law is to make you be a brother with your brother and a sister with your sister. What was thou shalt not steal? Don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Don't covet. The Lord, them laws is to make you a brother. You know what I'm saying? They keep our family intact. That's what the Lord's laws is about, keeping our family intact. You understand? And loving your neighbor as yourself. A lot of the world get confused on neighbor. They think because Mr. Hong live across the street that God is talking about loving him too. Mr. Hong, who owned the Chinese spot. You understand? They talking about Fufu, who lived 2 blocks down. You know what I'm saying? He comes sometimes, and during the block parties and things, he comes sit his stinking food on the grill. You know what I'm saying? You think that's your neighbor. You understand? I'm gonna show you who your neighbor is. But first, who got 1 John, I think, 4 and 20?
1 John 4 and 20.
Uh-huh.
If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother.
Like, you can't front with the ISUBK. You ain't gonna front with me. And you ain't gonna front with Commander Johnny Yohana. We see right through you. General Mahyman, General Haas, General Shawamar, General Katham, General Cabal, and a whole slew of captains, man, that are wise beyond belief. We see your nonsense. You ain't gonna front to us like you love the truth and love the Most High, and you ride or die. I'm ride or die 10 toes deep. I'm 10 toes deep, one west till they bury me. Oh, I don't hang with that brother because of this. Oh, I don't like that brother because of that. You ain't fooling nobody. If you can't get along with brothers, or you hating brothers in this school, then you don't love the Most High, man. Read that again.
If a man say, I love God.
Go ahead.
and hateth his brother.
Yet you speaking against your brother in this school part of this body. Go ahead.
He is a liar.
And this is the Bible, man. This is the scriptures telling you to your face. This is the book that John wrote. You a goddamn liar. You don't love the Most High. You don't love the Most High if you can't even get along with your brothers, man. Because Christ just said the first commandment is loving the Most High with everything you got. The second is just like it. Loving your brother as yourself. Why? Because the Most High look at you like a sucker when you acting like you love him so much, but you can't even love your brother. You can't get along with your brother. You can't make peace with your brother. You can't go to your brother and try to work it out and then have a counsel to fix the brotherhood, to fix this family. You a liar, man. You lying to yourself, and you only fooling yourself because everybody see it. Everybody see it. So that's why the first great commandment is just like the second one, which is love your neighbor as yourself. And let's clear up the neighbor part while we got it. Leviticus 19 and 17.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Read that one more time.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So the Lord said, don't hate your brother in your heart, man. That's what he said. That's what the Bible says. Don't hate your brother in your heart. But check this out. So the subject is how you feel about your brother, hating him. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise.
But instead of hating your brother in your heart, instead of that, go ahead.
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke thy neighbor. So in this context here, read on first. Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And don't suffer sin upon him. So in this here, your neighbor is who? Who is your neighbor? According to Moses, according to the law. Anybody?
Your brother, sir?
Your brother. Who was that? In what city?
Headquarters.
No sweat. Your brother. So we see in here that according to the Bible, our neighbor is our brother. Read on. That's
Verse
right, Makolat. I missed the first name. We ain't there yet. Go ahead. Your brother, right? GM Richard Bullies, your brother. Kasala, your brother. Your neighbor is your brother. It's not Mr. Kimchi that own the store on your corner, man. It's not Motufu. It's not the East Indians that live on your block. You understand? Those are your modern day. They call them neighbors. They just live close to you, which I'll be surprised if they really did, because they ain't in the ghetto with us no more. They didn't roll out of there. You understand? But your neighbor is your brother. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge.
Don't avenge, don't punish, in other words. That's why the Lord say, judge not, lest ye be judged. You understand? Because we ain't to avenge, man. We ain't to because we think a brother is wrong. We ain't to hate him, man, and destroy him, and to try to, kill a man. You know what I'm saying? We don't wish judgment on a man. You understand? We're not to avenge them, nor bear any grudge. Go ahead.
Against the children of thy people.
Against the children of thy people. Read.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
But instead of bearing a grudge against the children of thy people, it says, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, in this one, it's talking about your neighbor again. Who is your neighbor in the 18th verse? Anybody? You just say it quickly. Holler it out.
Your brother?
Yes, but in the 18th verse, it don't say brother. What does it say in the 18th verse?
Oh, the children of thy people.
Who is your neighbor? The children of your people. Who is your brother? Your cousins, your family, Israelites, in other words. So now, according to these two verses, your neighbor is, like you said, your brother, and they're the children of your people, man. So Donald Trump is not your brother. He's not the children of your people. You understand? Joe Biden is not your brother. He's not the children of your people. Now, some of you Christians just listening, guess what? Barack Obama is not your brother. He's not your neighbor. He's not the children of your people. He is the children of a whole nother people called Hamites. We are Shemites. Our forefathers, you know, we are not the same people as him. You understand? Give me Matthew 22 and 40. Slocky, did we read 40 already? I know we read 39. Let's finish it with 40, and then somebody get me Deuteronomy 18 and 18.
Come. Verse 40. On these two commandments.
On these two commandments, loving the Most High with everything you got, and loving your brother as yourself, man. On these two commandments, go ahead.
Hang all the law and the prophets.
Hang all the law and the prophets. Now, your brothers, although we got brothers, just biological brothers, but our brothers are in this school, man. Christ said, who is my mother, my sister, my brother? Them who do the will of my Father which is in heaven. That's what our King said. And that's how we supposed to live, man. If you in the Isupk, we brothers, man. You are brothers, you are sisters. Now, if you walk away from this, you done put down your sword. You done put down your sword now. Don't be mad because we don't consider you brothers if you put down your sword and left us because you don't love us. You don't love us if you're able to walk away from us. You call yourself our brother. You think you still have one a counsel. Please give me a counsel. He won't give me a counsel. Negro, go to T.D. Jakes for a counsel. Go to that homo Bishop Nathaniel for a goddamn counsel. Go to find out who leading the damn candy canes now and go to them for a goddamn counsel. You want a counsel so bad when you don't give a F about what we say or what are the protocol we laid down. And I'm gonna show you that what we say God honors in God honors our rules and our protocols. We ain't gonna make you sin. We ain't gonna make you go against the Bible. You understand? But we will enforce a proper and professional a life in this truth. We ain't gonna tolerate nothing outside of here. The hell you want to be a part of this body for when you will be a cancer to this body? You like a foreign object. You understand? But I'll get into that. I ain't gonna jump ahead. Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Because you know, one thing I want you to go ahead. I'm gonna let the scripture speak first.
Come, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
Everybody read this, right? Most of you. Some of you young brothers and sisters, maybe not. The Lord said through Moses that he was going to raise us up a prophet from amongst our brothers. So this prophet is talking about, just like all the other prophets, they was the children of our people. They were Israelites. There's no such thing as a prophet that was not an Israelite. All the prophets in the Bible were part of the 12 tribes of Israel. They were Hebrew Israelites. That's why Muhammad cannot be a prophet. The Arabs cannot be a prophet. No Christian can be a prophet. No Edomite can be a prophet, man. The other nations can't be prophets because the Most High only made Israelites his prophet. And this prophet, this is talking about a special prophet here. He talking about our king right here. This prophet, he told us he was going to raise up from amongst our brethren. Jesus Christ was born of a brother named Joseph and a sister named Mary. You understand? Joseph was the king of Israel. He was a king without a throne. He had to work and be a slave under the Romans. He was a carpenter. But he was by bloodline the king, the great grandson of King David. He was the heir to the throne, and he did not have a throne. And Christ was born to him. You understand? This prophet from amongst our brothers, go ahead.
Like unto thee.
Like unto thee. Talking to Moses. He was an Israelite. Go ahead. He wasn't a white man. Go ahead.
God. And will put my words in his mouth.
And the Most High said he going to put his words in this prophet's mouth. That's why Christ said, the things I do, I don't do of myself. I do of the Father that sent me. Because the Most High put his words in Christ's mouth. Read.
God. And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
And this prophet here, Jesus Christ, our black king, the words he spoke to us, man, was the words that the Most High commanded him to speak to us. Go ahead.
Go on, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass that whoever will not hearken unto my words.
Whosoever, this is the Most High speaking through Moses. He said, whoever it is, whosoever will not hearken unto my words. The Most High said, if you don't listen or obey my words, go ahead.
Which he shall speak in my name.
He shall speak. If you don't obey my words, that he gonna speak. He gonna speak to you, but it's gonna be my words he's speaking. And if you don't obey my words, that he gonna speak in my name, go ahead.
I will require it of him.
Most High gonna see to it that you pay for that. He gonna see to it that you pay for that. And I know a lot of times, not on purpose, but even good soldiers, we forget, man, that Christ is our king. He's the commanding general of the commanding general. You understand? And he don't give us suggestions. Christ don't say things that you can say, oh, well, Christ said this, but I feel like this, so I'm gonna do this other thing. No, he gave us an order that we better follow. That we better follow, because he's speaking the Most High's words in the Most High's name, and we better follow it. And sometimes we forget that. We think Christ was suggesting that when something offends us or something don't seem right, we got to go to our brother to fix it. If you think it's weird or goofy, then you offended. I don't know what you think those terms mean. I don't think, well, no, I wasn't offended. I just thought it was kind of weird that he said that. You was offended. That's an offense. And we ordered to handle it, man, to mend this brotherhood. Because if he's saying something weird, you want him to learn not to say these weird things. If he being a goofy, you want him to learn how not to say these goofy things. And you just might find out in the council that maybe your thinking is a little goofy. But everybody gets fixed in the council by obeying our king. You understand? We can't be anything like the people outside of this school. We cannot be common. We can't be normal. We can't be everyday humans. Our king wasn't an everyday man. Right. Although he was born like his brothers, to show us that even though he had sinful flesh like us, he was born from a man and a woman just like us, suffered the same pains and anxiety and things that we suffer. He fought to obey the Most High, man, and to be extraordinary on this earth. And we can do it too. The fact that he did it was to show us that we can do it too. Our king wasn't no average or common cat. Give me, who got Acts 10 and 11? And we ain't to be no average common cat. I'm not supposed to see you. Can y'all hear me?
So we can hear you perfectly.
Am I frozen to y'all? I look frozen.
Your video is frozen, but we can hear you fine.
Okay, man. I don't know how to fix it though. No sweat. I'm gonna just keep going. Maybe it'll kick back in. I could. No. Should I go out and come back in?
Nah, sir. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Break your flow.
All right. No sweat. No sweat. Acts 10 and 11.
Acts 10 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
And saw heaven opened. And a certain vessel descended.
So this is Peter. Peter was on his rooftop one time and had a vision. The Lord showed him a vision. You know what I'm saying? The vision was it's going to show him one thing, but it ultimately was teaching Peter to deal with another thing that the Lord was going to have him deal with in the future. So in this vision, when Peter's on the roof, he saw heaven open. He saw the sky open up. Go ahead.
And a certain vessel descending onto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners.
So in this vision, it was like a great giant sheet coming down to Peter, knit and tied at the corners. Go ahead.
And let down to the earth.
Read.
Verse 12. Wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth.
And on this sheet was all manners of four-footed beasts. Go ahead.
And wild beasts.
From everything from a goat to a lion. you know what I'm saying, to a cow, you know what I'm saying, tigers, leopards, all manner, all kinds of 4-footed beasts of the earth, wild beasts, everything. Go ahead.
And creeping things.
And creeping things. Like there's certain creeping things that the Lord allow us that we can consume. It's lawful to consume, like grasshoppers, locusts, and different things, beetles, you under things. But Peter on this sheet was all kind of creeping things: the caterpillar, the goddamn worm, the snake, the lizard, everything. Go ahead.
And fowls of the air.
And all kind of fowls of the air, every kind, not just the lawful, but the unlawful. All kind of fowls with your birds. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And there came a voice to him, rise, Peter, kill and eat. Verse 14. But Peter said,
go ahead.
Not so, Lord.
So now this voice came to him, said, arise, Peter, eat these things on this sheet. Eat that lion over there. Eat that fly and those unlawful bugs and creeping things. Eat, I don't even know the names of them. Unlawful bugs and the buzzard and the pelican and all the unlawful birds. You know what I'm saying? Eat them, Peter. And Peter said, hell no. Peter said, no, I ain't eating them things. Not so, Lord. Go ahead.
For I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
So now Peter said, I have never eaten anything common or unclean. What did he mean? Because the world has always just eaten anything they find under a rock. Esau eat anything he find under a rock. Esau eats your placenta. Y'all know that? I didn't see in the videos. He seasoned up a whole placenta and fry that bad boy and gobble it down. He lift up a rock and all the bugs that stuck to the rock, he steal them off there and go fry them up and eat them. Forget about Moab. Moab eat the snout off of a rat. Moab eat the snot off of a possum. A lot of black people down south, we was brought up on possum too. You understand? But them things are unlawful. And Peter said, hell no, I never ate anything common or unclean. Meaning what? The Lord saying Leviticus, he put a difference between the unclean things and the clean things for us. Those unclean things are common. It's what the common people eat, man. The common everyday human eat whatever tastes good, whatever you can whatever you can season up and put in the pot, they'll eat it. But our life ain't supposed to be like that, man. You come up in the UPK, we got to live like Christ. We got to live like Peter, man. We don't eat common things that everybody else eat. And we can't act like common everyday people, man. We can't act like they act. We can't treat each other like they treat each other, man. You in this school, then there's a certain way we got to treat each other, a certain professionalism we got to keep to treat each other, man. We not common people in the ISUPK. And you brothers ain't raised up to be common. So when you're speaking about another brother, you're not speaking to a man that's common, and it ain't supposed to be a common. He ain't supposed to be spoke to common. Hey, Aisha, I'm gonna try to go out and real quick. It's gonna be super fast, all right?
Come on, sir.
Gonna be super fast. Let me see how to do it. Let me see. Boop. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead out and come right back in.
One West World. First everybody. Bitch, this is more than what they ever played up. Living by a code, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectar. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by a code, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93.
No sweat. I'm back in the game. All right. I got movement. Salakia, Akim. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't supposed to be common, man. And we don't live a common life, and we ain't gonna treat each other common the way we didn't treat it. What the hell you in here for? If you're gonna come in here and treat brothers like you done treated your cousins all your life or your biological brothers all your life, well, we family. You know how family fight. Family fights. I don't be surprised. No, the hell we don't. Family ain't supposed to fight. We just slaves, man. And we think it's okay and normal because we fight so goddamn much, but family ain't supposed to fight. We don't fight each other in the Isupk. We don't tolerate that. You understand? One of the worst things you could do is come up in a council talking about you didn't swung on a brother. Come on, man. I mean, that's about the bottom line that gets me. I damn near want to ask General Hyman and General Yohana permission to take the council over because I'd like to really, I'd like to show you how a nigga can be. You understand? Like, we don't fight each other here. That's not normal, and we're not going to do it. We're not common. They called you Power Rangers. Been calling you that for many, many years. That's a superhero, man, because that's how they see us. They don't know it. They don't know why they calling us Power Rangers and asking about how we dress, because you the goddamn superhero. Start acting like it, man. Let's be that. Let's be that. Matthew 18:4. We ain't to be common, regular, everyday folks, and we ain't to treat each other like common, everyday people, man. Brothers in here is anointed, man. We special. You understand? Now, if you leave out of here, if you speak against this school, if you arguing with one of our soldiers, one of our family members, if you arguing and going against one of our family members and you outside of this school, now you an enemy. You an enemy. The gloves come off. You understand? Everybody should blaze on anybody outside of this school. You understand? Coming against this school on our threads, of course. Don't give their threads no play. Don't be all up on their posts giving them no love. Because like General Hyman said, that's the fulfillment of the demon in them. They want you to cuss them out because then they be like, they heard me. They hear me. I saw one brother say something about, okay, I got the general's attention. That's their goal. They want to get our attention. They want to get your attention and have you respond to their nonsense. And they ain't doing it because they want to hear the right scripture so they can come back into school and get right. They doing it just to cause division and to be evil. And hell, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Muhammad hate, conspiracies. But listen, I believe that Esau might send a brother or two up in here to cause a bunch of nonsense. And as long as we follow the protocol and got the men leading the school that's leading the school, and you wise captains and officers coming up and really love this school and love loyalty, when you see something outside of the spirit, outside of what's been taught, outside of how we do things, attack that shit. You understand? Right. Attack it. Attack it, man. Go to him. Go to that brother. Go to that sister. Hey, sis, when you did that before that, that was a little crazy in Moscow. No, brother. Well, all right, sis, you don't agree. Let's stop. We're going to handle it in council. All right, brother. Don't get into no argument with no brother because he don't agree with what you're saying. He don't agree. Stop it. All right. Hey, brother, listen, just for the brotherhood's sake, let's hold off. We'll deal with it in council. And everything gets fixed in council. It'll get fixed. You understand? So we ain't common, man. We superheroes in here. We better start acting like it. Matthew 18:4.
Matthew 18:4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
So Christ and the disciples out teaching. All these brothers, they out teaching, and the children running up, and the people running up, trying to touch him. They heard about his reputation, heard about the miracles, and of course, the disciples are on Shema. They stopping the people from getting to him. But Christ said, hold up. Let them kids come on in here, man. Let them kids come in here. And Christ loved the children. They Israelites. You understand? Like Commander General Yohana loved the children. I remember the kids running around the class. Brothers be, hey, sis, can you quiet down the baby? Can you, General Yohana teaching? He said, hey, let them babies cry. Let them babies come up on the podium. Because he loved them too. You understand? And so Christ, he said, whoever humble yourself like these little children, man, that I'm loving on and putting on my lap, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because children got an innocence. They just like brain is empty and they just want to learn. You pour the knowledge into them, man. That's why the scriptures say, train up a child the way they should go. And when they're older, they won't depart from it. Listen, your children, they may hate coming to class, don't want to sit still. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. Listen, them Christian kids is the same way. Them Christians force them babies to go to church and dress up, and they hate it. They hate the tie. They hate sitting in there listening to this Christian nonsense. But when they older, they are Christian on their own. When they grow up, they become Christians on their own. So we do the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? They come sit in these seats, be still, boy. Listen to take them damn headphones off. My children love headphones. And I tell them, you in class, you at a function, do not be wearing them headphones while a priest is speaking. You understand? And listen, whether they like it or not, they're going to come up, and when they're adults, they're going to be in the Hebrew Academy. You understand? Or before they're adults, Lord willing. You understand? So Christ said, you got to become a little one, man, to be greatest in the kingdom. Read.
Verse 5, sir. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me.
Right, because these kids, these brothers are like the little children. These brothers and these sisters coming in the truth for the first time, we got to care for them. Christ, we got to care for them like they're little children, man. And you got to receive them in Christ's name, because that's what they're here to learn about their king, learn about their heritage, learn how to do things different from how they've always do things, man. And you captains, man, you captains, I hear little rumors sometimes. Brothers blaming you captains, man, when they doing something wrong. Well, I was told by a captain that's in the school that was okay, that this and that and this and that. No, we don't teach no captain that. We ain't never taught that. We got to tell the brother and correct him. Now, they don't give up no names, because who knows? Maybe they're young and they trying to get out of it. But, man, you captains, step it up, man. Guide these young brothers coming up in here. Don't leave it to young officers to teach and guide the young officers. They don't have everything they need. They need you. They need you, and you got us. You can call us anytime. You understand? Read.
Verse 6. Matthew 18:6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
If you teaching these young brothers and young sisters the wrong things, man, and being wrong examples and being alcoholics in front of them and doing things, because we didn't have that before too. Young officers gotta be a witness because a senior officer then got drunk and did something out of order. You understand? Or did some nonsense. And the young man say, well, I knew it was wrong when he was doing it. I know we ain't taught that, but he over me. Listen, you got departmental command. You see a senior officer is not in the right spirit or doing something out of order. You try to tell him, sir, with all due respect, sir, you got to stop this. We got to stop this. If he ain't listening, you make a phone call. You call his camp leader. You call somebody over him, man, because the spirit of the Lord is in you too. And if you see something off, you got to, handle that thing. Don't just let it get out of hand and close your mouth. We ain't in here to keep our mouths shut. You understand? We in here to be in order. You understand? But we ain't in here to shame each other and to let evil grow. We ain't in here to let no cancers grow. It will be better before you destroy one of these young brothers or sisters that come up in here, being unprofessional with them, being a brute with them. You know what I'm saying? And being out of the spirit with them. It'd be better if a giant rock was tied around your neck. Did you finish 6?
Sir.
Read on.
Sir. And that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
So if somebody tied you to a giant rock and dropped you in the sea, it pulled you down so you can die. So you can die and drown. That's better than you destroying a brother in this school, being a bad example of a brother in this school or a sister. Read.
Verse 7. Matthew 18:7. Woe unto the world because of offenses.
Like, men should watch their goddamn mouths when it comes to the priests of the Isupk. They should watch their mouths. The Lord said destruction, woe unto the world because of their offenses, man. And it's offense to speak against men of God. The Bible is full of examples of that. You understand? Men that the Lord raised up and put in charge, you better watch your mouth when you speak against them. You better watch your mouth. Read.
For it must needs be that offenses come,
Like offense is going to come. It got to happen. Sorry to say, because this is Satan's kingdom. It got to come. Read.
Khan. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh.
But boy, that brother who's doing the offending, the Lord got something special for you. The Lord got something special for you. Jump down to the 15th verse.
Khan. Matthew 18 and 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
Now, once ago, what we read in Deuteronomy, I'm going to raise up a prophet amongst your brothers, and he shall speak my words in my name. And if you don't listen to, if you don't obey, if you don't follow my words that he shall speak in my name, the Lord said he's going to require it of you. You understand? And now he's about to tell you, this is one of the greatest scriptures in the Bible that shows you how to keep and maintain the brotherhood. This is how we've done it all these years, man. This is how we've done it. We fix problems going to come. We men. You know what I'm saying? Problems going to come, but it's a way to fix the problem because we all want the thrones. We all want them thrones. We all want them crowns that Christ's going to put on our heads for standing stiffly in this world, man. Standing stiffly in this world. Moreover, read.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault.
Go ahead.
Between thee and him alone.
Now, it could be any fault. It could even not be a fault, but in your mind, it's a fault. So now you have to learn. Somebody got to learn from this. If it feels wrong, if it feels out of the spirit, then you should address it. Don't let it lie. I've been telling brothers for many, many years, if you ignore it because you're trying to be a good brother, Satan going to play with it, and it's going to come up 2-3 years later. And it's not brotherly to let stuff slide. It's not brotherly. You are part of the problem if you letting things slide. It's a tell him his fault. He and thee alone. It wasn't a suggestion. Christ is our king. He giving an order right now. We got to obey it, man, to keep this brotherhood. Now, when brothers don't do it, you part of the problem. You part of the problem. Once again, anything you think that's goofy. Oh, that's goofy. He a goofy. Don't let your brother be a goofy.
All right.
If he's a damn goofy, go to him. And if he don't agree with you, I ain't no goofy. That wasn't wrong. Then it got to go to council to figure out who's the goofy. Maybe you the goofy. Maybe I'm the goofy. If I'm the goofy and don't know it, I want to know. Please help me. God damn. Don't let me be out here goofing it up in front of the sisters and being a goofy.
All right.
If he's a goofy, if he's weird, don't let me be out here being weird. Please. Be my brother. Don't let me be weird, man. If he's weird, goofy, out of the spirit, if he's off because you know he's a drunk or he drinks a little too much, you have to attack it. Don't attack him, attack the demon. How? Our king just told us what to do. He gave us an order. Go to him, he and thee alone. If it don't get resolved and the brother don't agree with you and apologize and say he'll never do it again, then you got to go to the 2 or 3 witnesses, which is established in the school. It is the council with the generals and a few captains and all the witnesses. We'll have a council and we'll go through it step by step. Let me tell you, General Mahyman is meticulous in these councils. I could never do a council like him. I could try and I can get to the bottom of it and I can figure out what's what. And I might, and I'll give a righteous judgment, but he catches everything. You come in the council, he'll bring out things you thought you would not have to speak on because they so hidden and they ain't got nothing to do with this. You'll find out in the council that does have something to do with it, and it'll come out. You'll be like, damn, I never thought that is affecting this. I never thought that this is affecting that. And he do it with such love and grace, man. Because I didn't heard demons in council speak roughly to where I get carnal for General Mahyman. I talked to him afterward. I mean, God damn, but she said this, General. He said, hey, that's not my wife. What am I getting upset for? You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. And then he said, she going to call me back and apologize crying. And his phone start ringing while he talking to me. You know what I'm saying? With the sister apologizing, not, sorry for what she's saying. And I learned a lot, man, listening to these councils and watching these councils. But he's the best at it, man, with such grace and love in these councils. That's why any brother talking about the council was evil, they don't like the judgment, they don't like this. Who are we? Who going to oversee the generals? Nigga, the Most High will. The Most High will. And if you against these councils in ISUPK, you foul anyway. I really don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't hard to get along with. I love every brother and sister. But man, when you show me that you against the councils and against this school, it's something living at you that I am no friend with. You understand? And I got no problem with you being my enemy. You understand? Read.
Khan, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
And that's what our king told us to do, to gain this brother, man, to mend this family. It's not normal for families to fight. So if there's a disagreement, an argument, a goofy, a weirdo, something out of the spirit, handle it like this. Read.
Khan, Matthew 18:16. But if he will not hear thee.
Who can, instead of saying, how will you know if he doesn't hear you? Somebody please tell me, what does it sound like if your brother hears you? Anybody?
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Officer Hunter Harbour in New York, sir.
Mighty man Benjamin, go ahead.
Most High Christ, sir. He would agree with you, or he would apologize, or he would say, I didn't notice that.
Right. He would agree with you. Whatever your complaint is, hey, you picked that cup up with the left hand. I didn't like that. Now, he might say, well, damn, ain't no law against it. I can grab it with my left hand. I ain't got to grab it with my right hand. He ain't hearing you. You understand? You got to stop it. Don't argue. Well, I want you to grab it with your left hand. No, I want to do it with the right. Stop this. Okay, brother. You want to grab it with your right hand? I say you should grab it with your left. Let's go to we'll talk about it in council to get it fixed. And then in council, you'll probably find out that who gives a fuck what hand he grabs the cup with. You understand? Who gives a damn? You'll find that out. Or maybe you're right. Maybe you'll find out whatever complaint you got, or you feel is out of the spirit or goofy or weird, you might find out that you're right, but it will be fixed in the council. You understand? But the order is from our king. The commander general Yohana upholds, and all the generals uphold, and the captains better uphold it. You understand? Is the first go to the brother. Don't be on no goddamn Facebook talking about what you don't like and what you do like, and what you do and what you don't do and what you approve of. Who cares, man? Is that building the nation? Who are you building up? Telling the world what you disapprove of and what you don't approve of on Facebook. You ain't building the nation. You ain't bringing nobody in the truth with that mess. You just causing, like the scriptures say, more strife. But if he will not hear you, anything other than you are right, I apologize, is not hearing you. Anything outside of that is not hearing you. Now, if he does not hear you, if he doesn't agree with your complaint, go ahead.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
And in the council, you got several men listening to the council, so that every word is established. So if whoever's running the council got to go back, you know, and hell, General Cabal up in there taking notes and everything. So if anybody got to go back, what, didn't you just say this? Yeah, he said that. You know, I heard, no, General, I don't think he said this other thing. You know what I'm saying? All the words will be cleared up in the council. Go ahead.
Sir, if I could real quick.
Go ahead.
Indianapolis asked, Salaki, sir, does a brother have to go to a brother and say the words, I'm offended, or can they just pull a brother to the side and say what they didn't like that was done?
Yeah, that, you know, you ain't got to use the exact words. There's no, you know, say these words. Hey, brother, I am offended. You have offended me. We shall take 2 or 3 witnesses. You know, you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just you go to him and you express your concerns, or the thing that offended you, or why you think he's goofy, or why you think he's weird. But say it, try to be polite. This your brother. You understand? Don't offend the little one. Try to say it as polite as you can on the offense that you see and the offense that you want to deal with. Now, if he doesn't agree that should be an offense, he don't think he was wrong, he think you are out of line for even being offended at this, then no sweat, brother, no sweat. Listen, it's all love. Let's, you know what I'm saying, we'll deal with it in council. And then you make the proper calls, and you go to council. Go to council. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't respect the council. You know what I mean? You niggas talking about our doctrine is wrong and what we say is wrong, and you a bunch of this, and Isupk is man pleases and this and that. You ain't gonna respect no goddamn council. So when I hear you crying on Facebook to the world about how you can't get a council, I laugh at you. I laugh at you. Because if somebody tried to have a council with you, I'm gonna say, General, why in the hell are we doing this? I'm gonna say, sir, with all due respect, Commanding General, this brother don't believe what we believe. What the hell are we giving him a counsel for? He's an embarrassment to the counsel of the Lord. You understand? Read on.
Karawakan, verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them.
Now, after the counsel is done, if you mad, I done heard Negroes, we have a council and the brothers involved is fine and the brotherhood is mended afterward. In the council, the brotherhood is mended, everything is fine. And then somebody leaks something in the council to some brother with a demon on him, and now this brother is madder than the people involved in the council. He's mad and starting trouble, and he wasn't even in the council and should have never heard of the council. You understand? Those things happen. But once again, we ain't common folk. We ain't just Christians that lie down or beg or scared to say what we believe. We've been doing this for a long time. And what we believe always wins because we don't go outside of these scriptures. You understand? And if you think we going outside of the scriptures, it's your understanding of what you heard that's foul. It's just your understanding. You just young. You just don't understand. You don't know the point that's being made. That's all. You're letting Satan whisper in your ear and you believe him more than you believe us. Fine. There's a whole world out there that believes Satan instead of us. Go be with them. Go be with them. Read on.
Matthew 18:17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
Now, what you're supposed to do is you're in the school, you love the school, but you still got a problem with this. You still this and that, you know what I'm saying? And you just this council is just what you don't agree. We had that in DC in the early days. A brother he didn't like the council, so we had a nationwide council. Back in the day, we wasn't, it wasn't as many as brothers as it is now, of course, because we growing and new brothers and sisters coming in all the time. But we had a council, and he didn't like the result of the school's council. Read on. There's our king ordered us on what to do with that. Read.
But if he neglect to hear the church.
If now you don't agree with the council and we have another council with all the Akim, and then judgment is made after that, and you don't agree with that, you neglect to hear that, you think you still right, you know better than everybody because the Lord is dealing with you. Read.
Let him be unto thee as an heathen man.
Now, you was our brother. You was once upon a time, but you don't love us because you think we wrong about everything and you walked away from us. Now you a heathen. You're no different from an Edomite. You're no different from a stinking, filthy a Hamite. You're no different from a rat snout biting, spider eating Moabite. Let him be unto thee as a heathen man. Read.
And a publican.
A publican is just a word that for those who work for God's enemies and they hurt Israelites. They punish and tax Israelites and be unfair to Israelites. So now you one of them. You to be treated like you never was our brother because you're not our brother. Or you would have stayed with us and you would have respected God's counsel. Read on.
Matthew 18, verse 18. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth.
Whatever the counsel of the Lord in the Isupk, whatever we bind on this earth, go ahead.
Karawakan, shall be bound in heaven.
The Most High going to honor it in heaven. Our protocols, the Most High makes it so. It's honored by him in heaven, whatever our protocols are. Whatever we do to establish rules and protocols to keep this school from being a Christian church or the Muslim mosque or to be hating each other, the Most High honors it. Now, you go against it if you want. You go against it if you want. Read on.
Karawakan, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
And if the council decides to forgive a man for whatever he repenting for, he is forgiven. The Most High forgives him. A nigga gonna have the nerve to say, how y'all gonna forgive a man that threatened somebody? How y'all gonna forgive a man? How you gonna do that? Nah, I would never do that. You got to always be aware. Nigga, shut up. You don't understand the spirit of the Most High Christ. If we loose a man on earth, then he's loosed in heaven. He's forgiven. He's forgiven, man. The hell you talking about? You bunch of snakes, man. Give me a man. I'll stand with a man that said, threatened to kill me and then repented and said, General Mayak, I'm sorry, I was in my wrong mind. I'm this and that. This school that made me better. Salakia. I want to join the Shamar. I want to take the camps out. I want to do this. I'm just going to obey from now on. Now, he done repented, apologized. That's my brother now. You understand? Let's go to war and raise brothers up and bring this kingdom down. Why not? Because he's better than 100 of you fake-ass suckers, man, who come up in here smiling, talking about Shimei Shai and backbiting brothers and talking against brothers. You ain't to be trusted. You ain't to be trusted. Go to 2 Timothy 2:16. You want to do a bunch of talking and making videos and saying how mad you are and how wrong we are. But you ain't got to be friends and brothers with us. There's a whole world out there before you learn you was an Israelite. And that world is still out there. And mama, she'll kiss you and love you again. I know she hated you all the while when you told her, I don't eat pork, mama, and shrimp no more. You shouldn't eat it either, mama. I obey Christ. He's a black man, baby. Use the devil, baby. But now you done left the truth, right? You ain't part of the Isupk. Now go tell mama, I don't deal with them no more, mama. I know I'm an Israelite, but I'm going to just follow the laws and keep them myself, mama. Mama going to love you again. Because all her life, all everybody's life in the world, you can be any religion you want. Just don't argue with nobody. Don't say nobody's wrong. And you can do everything you want and claim any religion. There's Israelites out there that eat pork. Hell, I saw a video a little while back where whole cats had Hebrew shirts on, had Hebrew writing on their shirts, had fringes, you understand? Had the menorah, had a ram's horn, and had pots of pork chops. He said he soaked his pork chops in the Pepsi Cola. So his pork chops is right. Had turkey, had a whole pan of ham, and they had Hebrew on their shirts. Talking about Shalom. I forget what feast that they were supposed to be celebrating. Probably was the Passover. Who knows? In their mind. And they had a bunch of abominations. So there's a house for you if you want to still be a Christian or sinner and not obey the laws of God and still say Shalom. There's places for you out there. Go join them. But you will not stand in this house. 2 Timothy 2:16. Anybody?
Okay. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. Salaki. But shun profane and vain babblings.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, especially you brothers in this school, man. Watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth. I know you've been in here for years, and you know, don't think you can still just say anything. You understand? Let's be professional with each other when you're dealing with somebody in the school. You understand? We teach to be professional with everybody. You understand? Gloves only come off when somebody's trying to speak against this school or stop this school. You understand? Yeah, they had pork with the menorah, sis. That's what I said. I said, hold up. That's Hebrew on the shirts. That's a menorah. I said, hold up. What did the brother say? I had to rewind the video. He said, yeah, and right here, is my braised and marinated for our pork chop. I marinated them in Pepsi Cola. I said, what in the holy hell? Like, this world is a lot wicked than I used to think it was. And then after the pegging incident recently, shit, I learned a whole lot. I didn't know the world was this evil in the Israelite world. I knew you were simpletons in your Israelite communities and all your gatherings and all your Christian Israelites, Shabbat, Shalom, and all that mess, and Shabbath, and I can't do nothing on the Sabbath but lay in my bed and eat bologna sandwiches. I knew y'all was weirdos and goofies. You understand? I knew you was out of the spirit, but I did not know you was so evil, and it made me understand why a lot of you don't come in the truth. Because there's no way you can see the ISUPK, hear what we teach, seeing how we operate, and not want to be a part of it unless you hiding, getting your ass busted in. Unless you hiding, sharing your wife with men. Unless you hiding your horrible drug addiction and you don't want to get it fixed. That's the only conceivable way you could even see us and not want to be a part of us, not want to be us. To see us and not want to be us. Read on. So shun profane babblings. Watch your goddamn mouth. Read.
For they will increase unto more ungodliness.
Like, why make a post speaking against a brother in the school, telling your feelings about him or something he doing? Why do that publicly? Why do it? Our king ordered us to go to him and bring it to council if you feel it's truly out of order. You understand? But to make it public for everybody to read how you feel about this brother, you know what I'm saying? That ain't going to do nothing but increase unto more ungodliness. Read.
Verse 17. And their world will eat as doth a canker.
Jump to 19. Just going on how horrible it is. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God sure, having this
standeth sure.
Oh, Salaki. Standeth sure.
It standeth sure, man. These protocols in this brotherhood ain't going to be broken by you or nobody else. In or out of the school. It ain't going to be broken, man. You ain't going to destroy this school. We didn't mend it and gave their life to build this brotherhood. And we didn't watch men fail. We surely ain't going to cause you to cause us to fail. Hell no. We'll get rid of you. Go ahead.
The Lord knoweth them that are his.
The Lord know them that are his. He see you murmuring and back talking. Cats throwing side shots. What they say? Man, I made lamb in my own house and unleavened bread, and I got full of lamb in my own house. A Negro, what you saying? Our Passover ain't worth you coming? The Lord's Passover ain't worth you coming? Then stay in your home. I don't even be upset with you. As long as you ain't speaking against the school, you throw all your shots. You understand? I consider you inactive. You in the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? But every soldier ain't got to be a soldier. You know, we going to have some civilians in the school, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We got to love them civilians just like we love the soldiers. We're going to have some brothers that's not as zealous and it's not as hardcore as you. We're going to have to love them just like we love the ones that are zealous. And I'll get that in a minute. Read on. The Lord
and
knows
let
them
everyone.
Go ahead.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity.
Right. And if you loyal to this school, then you loyal to Christ because we believe in Christ and we love Christ. And his spirit was hardcore. He wasn't no punk, no sucker. You understand? He wasn't that soft white boy that the world teaches about. He was a hardcore soldier. I got the book, Medieval Europe, where heathens wrote about him and said he was a fanatical revolutionist. You understand? That's what they said about him, about to disrupt the well-established order of Rome. That's what Christ was. He was disrupting Rome, the government, by just being hardcore about what the Most High taught him to teach. And he went in these streets and taught the ghetto, and taught black people, and taught Hispanics, taught Israelites, man. Taught us, and it shook up the kingdom of Rome. Just like we do in America, man. Because why are we in the spirit of Christ? Read. Call off where you at.
Verse 20. But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and silver.
Like there's hardcore brothers in here, man. Captain Tazaria, you know what I'm saying? Captain Tawar, Captain Mashat, Captain Nayatha, Captain Oz. There's so many captains. Captain Soccer War. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, if I'm Captain Shamawa Allah, Captain Katazat, Captain Zakar. You understand? Captain Ahmad, Ariah, all you captains in these other cities, Gadalhar, Quam. You know what I'm saying? All over the Salakia. I can't run down every name. I can't remember every name. But there's some hardcore brothers in here, man. Hardcore brothers. And they gold and they silver, man. It's some of you young officers. I hear you. I hear you teaching your class. I hear you explaining things. And there's something in you. I see it. That the Lord give you a gift, man. With words where you could explain things real well, man. And talk real well. And I hear your loyalty in your spirit. And I hear your love for what you're saying and love for this work. I hear it in your words, in your spirit, man. You brothers are gold and silver. Go ahead.
But also of wood of the earth.
But also of wood and of earth. Now you got other brothers that might not be as zealous. They might not teach as well. You know what I'm saying? They might not have the ability to take out camps and command men like other brothers. Read 20 again, because I don't want y'all to miss this part. Start from 20 again.
Okay. Verse 20. But in a great house,
go ahead.
There are not only vessels of gold and silver.
Go ahead.
But also of wood and of earth.
Read.
And some to honor. And some to dishonor.
Some gain great honor in this works. You know what I'm saying? Tazaryak know how to handle people in the world. Katazar too. They know how to handle people in the world and make them look kindly on the truth, man. And when the shit hit the fan, trust and believe, a lot of them going to be looking for us. A lot of them going to be looking for us. A lot of you brothers, man, you got a knack for speaking to common people. Although we're not common, you got a gift to relate to the common people. Yatazak is a good example of that. He get on them streets and he knows how to relate. He knows how to relate, man. I was watching some videos from the Austin camp, man. A lot of you brothers, man, you real good at relating to the people and showing them their error. They fight you. They fight you because they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you brothers are gold, man. You brothers are gold and silver. You honorable. Now, some brothers, they in here, you know what I'm saying, but they might not be as honorable. They might make some mistakes and do things to gain a little dishonor on them. They got to fight. They got to fight to get it off of them, man, and gain a better reputation. Now, I ask any of you, what is this gold and silver? What does it have in common with the wood and earth? And what is these brothers that create honor for themselves? What links them to these brothers that sometimes dishonor themselves? Anybody? What links them all together?
Sir, that they are all possessions of the house.
State your name and city.
Sir, Officer Hazard, New York.
Yeah, I know your voice. I don't know everybody's voice though. Benjamin, go ahead.
Cuddle Council. I was gonna say that they are all connected by being all possessions of the same house, sir.
Right. Use the scripture. They all in a great house. You're right. They in a great house. So whether they gold and silver or wood and earth, they all in this great house. We all in the Isupk. You understand? So we got to help the brothers that are wood and earth as much as they want to be helped. Some brothers ain't got it in it. There's brothers that been troopers for many, many, many years. But they come to the Passover. They help with the food. They help with different things. You know what I'm saying? They get in where they fit in. You understand? Now, I would say I wanted to make a rule in the school, but Commander Junior loved you brothers so much, he stopped it. I wanted to make a rule where troopers can't hang out with officers. Because when I was coming up, we couldn't hang out with the officers as troopers because they knew that we needed what it took really to learn, you know what I'm saying, to really come up in here. And once we became officers, then we were surprised because all the officers that was over us already, they was like, all right, now y'all come and do this and do this. Gave us a bunch of duties. We was like, oh shit, all right. Because they was following the protocol back then. You understand? I wanted to do it now, but you know, the spirit had that not be because I'll just be creating another order for men to break. You know what I'm saying? Why do that? You understand? But we got to make sure these troopers are coming up right, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure they coming up right. Don't let them treat you like you not a goddamn officer, man, and a captain. I done heard things in the past with troopers talking to captains like, you know, they just common. And once again, we ain't goddamn common. Don't let nobody get too comfortable under you, speaking to you any kind of way. Handle it. Go to them. Check them on it. Bring it to council if you don't like the checking, if you don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who right. We'll see who wrong. You understand? So this gold and silver, this wood and earth, these honorable, these dishonorable, they all under a great house. The house is still great. The house is still great. Read.
Verse 21. And if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto dishonor.
Right. Unto honor. Read it again.
So like it. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor.
Right. If you purge yourself from these things, we're saying Slakia. Right. Depart from the iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Depart from, you know, saying the wrong things. Saying the wrong things, man. Trying to shame a brother in the school or I don't like to use the word disrespect. I remember General Muhammad said, get rid of disrespect, because brothers try to live their life if they did be, off of if they being disrespected or not. Forget disrespect, but honor, you know what I'm saying? Integrity, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody says something to offend you, you know what I'm saying? So why just handle it in the way our king said to handle it. Let's be professional with each other, no matter who's right or wrong. Let's handle it the right way. Take it. Let's get it to council so we can fix everything, man. Now, if you purge yourself from these wrong things, the Lord said you're going to be a vessel unto honor. Go ahead.
Sanctify and meet for the masters.
And meet is old Quaker English for right. You right and perfect for. You good for your master's use. He can use you now. You can be a great brother with the Spirit of the Lord raising up cities, man. Read.
And prepare unto every good work.
And prepared to every good work. Somebody get 2 Corinthians 6:14. Prepared to every good work, man. You can do it. And I know we over. I'm going to just go a little bit, all right? Y'all can hang with me if you can. Prepared for every good work. You can be amazing in this school. You know what I mean? Commander General Yohana said, let's not stop these brothers who want to do things. They got the zeal. Let them run with it. I don't mind you running with it. You know what I'm saying? I tell my camps, I tell them all. I tell any brother I talk to, I said, listen, if it feel right, you run with it, man, especially you captains. You run with it. If you're an officer, get with your camp leader, man, and you are unstoppable. Do whatever you think going to bring fruit in this school. You ain't going to be stopped. Just send in a report on what you plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everything is green lit. Go do what you want to do, man. To raise up this school, raise up these things. Just keep your camp leader, keep the general over your zone. Just keep them informed. And if it's something that need to be stopped, it'll be stopped. But until then, you run with it, man. Do your thing. Raise up this school, young man. Run, young man, run. You understand? Do it. 2 Corinthians 6:14.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not equally yoked together with unbelievers.
Now, this is the part I don't get. I don't get these cats who leave the school and then think we supposed to respect them like they still in the school. You got niggas saying, oh, them ISUPK guys are this and that and this and that. And they got UPK at the end of their name. Like, what the hell? Why you still got our name on your handle? If you hate us so much, if we so wrong, if we so disgusted and out of the spirit, you jock riding now, man. You got a love-hate relationship with us. Why? Because General Muhammad said it best. They ain't got no friends. You was their only friend. And now they so full of pride and Satan got their ear, they don't want to humble themselves. They still need your friendship to feel, like they even exist, because they ain't got no friends. They ain't got nobody who love them. And when you answer they bull BS that they put on Facebook, then they see that you checking up on them. Say, oh, he still love me, checking up on me. They don't even care if you cussing them out. They don't even care. It feeds the demon in them. They feel joy. They get erections from it. Like, he heard me. Ooh, let me say something else and get them on this. And you know what I'm saying? Don't feed their demons, man. Forget these niggas, man. They ain't important in the work. They ain't building up these schools in Isupk. They ain't building up these cities. Let them talk. Let them get no likes. And eventually they'll fade away, Lord willing. Lord willing. But we ain't to be unequally yoked with these punk ass unbelievers, man. And I only call the unbelievers punk ass when they speaking against my brothers and speaking against this school. Read.
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
Like what you know what I'm saying? What fellowship? We got nothing. We ain't got nothing in common. We so wrong, right? Go away then. We're not forcing you to be here. Go ahead.
And what communion have light with darkness?
Right. We believe in our hearts that we like because we've been following this Bible, and nobody defeats us because we stick with the Bible and we stand and live the Bible. So nobody has ever defeated us. Now you coming with your simpleness like you the first one ever. You ain't the first one. You just a repeat of the last bunch of Christian Israelites who started to hate us, and they fade away and go away. Now they throwing hats up in the air, dancing with tassels hanging off their damn white man suit, thinking they still Israelites and thinking they still in the truth. You just become one of them. Read.
Verse 15. And what concord have Christ with Belial?
With Belial, which is Satan, which translates to Satan or the devil. What concord, what union, what togetherness does Christ have with Satan, man? You understand? So we look at you like Satan. We trying to follow Christ. You didn't let Satan convince you of this other nonsense. We ain't friends. We ain't brothers. We ain't brothers. You want a counsel, please. Ask your mama for a counsel. She gonna give you the counsel that you really want to hear, because that's who you believe in. Read.
Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel?
And what part have us that believe with an infidel, man? You got that definition of infidel, Aisha?
Colonel Khan.
Read that. I sent this. I found the definition of infidel, and I wanted everybody to read it. Go ahead. I want everybody to hear it.
Sir. Infidel. In a religious context, an infidel is someone who does not adhere to a specific faith.
So now, if you're talking religiously or biblically, an infidel is somebody who don't believe what you believe, right? We believe in the laws and the Bible, and we believe UPK is the home of the truth, because none of these Negroes would know they Israelites if it wasn't for ISUPK 1 West 125th Street. None of them. You understand? But they here, and they think they know better. They think they know better. They think they understand more than we understand. So listen, go do you. You go do you. We're going to keep doing what we learned, what we was taught. And we're going to keep saving lives and giving counsel and helping marriages. We're going to keep doing what we do. And you going to go do what you do. We ain't going to stop you. We ain't going to stop you. It's better that you go. Read. Infidel.
General use.
This is the general use of the word infidel. Go ahead.
While the term is most commonly used in a religious context, it can also be used to describe someone who doesn't share a common belief or opinion.
Right. Go ahead.
Even if it's not related to religion.
Yeah. We don't share the same beliefs, man. We don't share the same. We don't believe in the same culture. Moab thinks it's okay to cook a spider or cook some lizard somewhere and bake it and flip it up and cut his belly open and throw seasoning in his stomach and fry him on them big ass pots outside and eat the whole snout off of him. Eat the whole snout, eat him from the ass up. Moab might believe that, but that's not our culture. We don't do that in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Some Negroes, some Christians, I've seen brothers, Christians, eat that, take a whole pig head and chew the whole snout and eye off of the pig face. He ate the pig face first. Started with the snout, bit some of his eye, bit his lip, ate the inside of his mouth and tongue. I had to watch it, though. I said, look at this madness. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. We don't do that, though. We don't do that. They separate from us, and we separate ourselves from unbelievers, those who don't believe how we believe. Read on the etymology of the word.
Etymology. The word infidel comes from the Latin word infidelis, which
Go ahead.
Which means unfaithful.
Unfaithful. We're not going to join you to this body if you don't believe like we believe. We will not be like the Christian church. We won't be like the Muslim mosque, where they in there fighting each other and hating each other. Them Christian bitches murmuring against each other and what they wearing and talking about each other. The men in there plotting on each other's woman in the mosque. We just had a whole video where the Muslims was in the streets beating the shit out of each other right after Ramadan, during Ramadan. They showed a Muslim school where the young Muslim boys running around with their dresses and kufis on, beating the hell out of each other. They ganged up and squatted up in the damn Muslim schools, man, beating the hell out of each other. We ain't that. And we ain't going to be that. And if we see anybody trying to bring that in here, we're going to look at you sideways. Is he CIA? Is he working for Esau? Is he an agent? Or is he just a brother who allowing Satan to corrupt him? Either way, we on you. Don't think we not. Don't think we not. Brothers call me like, there's stuff going on, but I don't want it to keep going on. You know, it seems like ain't nothing being done about it. Oh, don't worry about that, brother. Everything is being seen, and it gets handled when it's supposed to get handled. And when it gets handled right. Commander Junior Hunter did it back in the day. I was a young man. Things was going on in the school, and when it came out, he started to handle it, boy. And brothers was calling us, apologize. One brother called me, said, Mayak, have I ever offended you? If I have, please tell me what I did, and I want to say I'm sorry. I said, well, damn. And in my mind, I said, oh, this is coming because the general done lit the fire under his ass. I said, well, there's one problem I got with you. He was over me, but he called me and asked me, did I have an art with him? And I'm young, and back then, there were certain men that would scare us about the council and tell us not to go to council and get a scripture to show us that it's better if we don't go to council because we're going to get abused. That's what they used to do to us when we was young men. And Commander Junior Hunter came and smashed all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I told the brother, yeah, it's one thing you did. I didn't understand when you said this to this brother because he did this. And that seemed like you should have been proud of that because he was trying to be like you. He was imitating you. But this cat was offended. He said, what? He said, you think that was wrong? I said, I do believe that was wrong. He said, all right, well, I'm sorry. But, of course, I find out he only sorry because Commander Junior Hunter was cleaning house and bringing everybody into the council and getting the school right in Philadelphia. Of course, he ended up leaving the truth. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to get right, so he left the truth. But we see you, and we're going to handle it. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. We ain't going to be like that. We ain't going to be like no religion. We ain't going to be under one roof hating and murmuring with different beliefs. That ain't this place. That wasn't Christ and the disciples. And that ain't going to be the Isupk. Ephesians 4:4. Can somebody get it, please? A little bit longer. A few more scriptures, Akim. And we done. I think this is one of the last scriptures, in fact. So why don't y'all hanging with me?
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
There is one body.
Please read it again.
There is one body.
Please read it one more time.
There is one body.
Go ahead.
And one spirit.
Go ahead.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
How can we do anything if we one body, but we teaching different things and we don't believe in the same thing? You can't. So we can't join ourselves with non-believers, man. We can't be unequally yoked with you. You understand? First of all, it said we are one body. So if you don't believe like we believe, you like a foreign object in the body. Who can tell me what happens when there's something foreign in your body? What does the body naturally do? What does God created this body to do something. when there's something foreign inside of it? Who can tell me? Anybody know? I'll answer it if you don't know. Go ahead.
They're attacking.
Who's this? Name and city.
Ra'aya,
Uh-huh.
Harlem, New York.
Harlem, New York. Most High Christ. Get a sister a hand. The body naturally attacks anything that's foreign inside of it, and it tries to kill it. Your immune system actually takes over and attacks something foreign that's in your body and tries to kill it, or at least send it out with the drought, or at least get it out of your body, one or the other. That's how the Lord created the body, and that's how the Lord created this body of Christ. You come up in here with your nonsense and how you think and how you want things to be, and you trying to corrupt brothers or sisters or whoever in this school and trying to change them on how we do things, then you are foreign in this body. And we are going to be the immune system to get rid of your ass and attack you and to deal with you. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. We are going to be the immune system. You better believe it. These generals up in here, these wise captains, and a lot of you wise officers, we got to be the immune system in this body of Christ. In any foreign behavior or doctrine or mess or thinking come up in here, we better attack it, man, and get rid of it out of this body. It either gets fixed or we get rid of it, man, or we get rid of it. There's one body, one spirit, and we call in one hope. Go ahead, read 4 and 5 of Ephesians.
Come on, sir. Verse 5. One Lord.
Uh-huh.
One faith.
We ain't got a bunch of different names for God. Well, God got a bunch of names, baby. You can call him anything. It's just one guy, but he got a bunch of names. No, he don't. No, he don't. The Most High said his name in several times in the Bible. This is my name. Now, man tell you, listen, Bernard is my name, and you keep calling him Ray Ray. He ain't going to answer you, stupid. He say, Bernard is my name, brother. Oh, okay, Sam. Sam, guess what, Sam? He going to say, this is a dickhead here. and he going to walk away from you. You understand? And that's all, man. That's all. These outsiders trying to say what we is and what we wrong, and we got to join this and we got to do this. Niggas, we are unaffiliated with you. You speak against this school, it's just because you're a dickhead, and we going to be patient with you. Excuse my French, but we all grown, right? You're just a dickhead, man. Only a dickhead would want counsel and advice from people they don't believe in. Stop being dickheads, man. God damn. And if you want to be a dickhead, there's a whole lot of dickhead Israelite groups out there. One is not only a dickhead, but he taking dicks in his rear end. You know what I'm saying? And he giving foreign, strange dick to his wife. Excuse my French. You understand? We not going to be yoked with that. The Lord will destroy the school, you understand, if we compromise with you knuckleheads, man. One Lord. Go ahead. Did we read 5? Read it again.
One Lord, one faith.
One faith, man. One faith, one doctrine. Go ahead.
One baptism.
There's only one way to be baptized in here, and that's coming through the fire, man. Learning the right way. Learning the right way. That's the only way to do it. I had to go through it. General Muhammad had to go through it. Hell, Commander General Yohana went through the fire when he came into the school, man. Hebrew Academy always been here. You understand? It always been here. And I'm proud of you, brothers. Give 2025 a hand, man.
Damn right.
Give 2025 a hand. I watched them videos, man. I got an injured foot right now, so I couldn't be there screaming at you like I wanted to be. I wanted to scream at all of you, man. I wanted to cuss all of you out. Damn it. Damn it. Last year, I took pictures of the brothers bleeding and sweating. You know what I'm saying? Big Shamgar had his shirt ripped off. You know what I'm saying? Brother said, why you take a picture with his shirt off? I said, the hell with you. That brother went through warfare. Let him keep his goddamn shirt off. You know what I'm saying? 2025 this year, man. Y'all did it up, man. And shout out to the Hebrew Academy teachers. Y'all get better and better every year. I saw brothers doing the pull-ups, and I saw the walls y'all was jumping over and swimming and the mace and all. Oh my God, it was a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming up, man. We almost look like an organization. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Damn right, General Q. 2025, home of the truth, man. Home of the real nigga university. You know what I mean? Getting it in. We serve one Lord, one God, because we one faith together under him. We come through one fire, one baptism, man. Now, if you don't like it, this is America, man. Go do what the hell you want. We ain't begging you to stay here. We ain't begging you to leave. No, brother, please. No, we gonna worry about the men that's here. We gonna worry about the men that's loyal. You understand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monkeys don't stop this show. Not at all. Not at all. Read on. 6th verse.
One God and Father of all.
Go ahead.
Who is above all
Mm-hmm.
and through all and in you all.
And listen, he in us, man. I know the Lord is with the Isupk. I can't explain to you what the Lord then showed me in my short life. You understand? The Lord then showed me things that I tear up because he found me worthy to do it. You know, I had a vision one time, didn't understand that these 2 Rottweilers was fighting me and I'm wrestling on them because I'm in this home, this strange home, sleeping on the floor. And I know I saw a Benjamite calendar and I'm fighting with these 2 Rottweilers. And I told him, Muhammad, I had the strangest dream, man. And it felt so real. And I felt these dogs. I felt their weight. I felt their breath, heard their breathing against me. But I wasn't in pain and they wasn't hurting me. You understand? And I fought them off and that was that. And I said, damn. Muhammad said, look for that Benjamite. You saw that Benjamite calendar? Look for that. Lo and behold, me, him, and General Yohana go to D.C. and we run into an old brother that General Yohana knew that used to be in the truth. And he invited us to his crib and his wife cooked the best Benjamite meals for us while we slept in his basement and went to camp the next day. And he was a full-out Benjamite, so was his wife, and he had 2 Rottweilers. And I can't explain the feeling I felt when he brought us to his house and his Rottweilers ran to the front of the yard. I looked at Muhammad and said, oh my God. And he just nodded at me and smiled. I said, what in the fuck is going on? Salakia. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of many things that the Lord showed me in this walk with Commander General Yohana. You know what I mean? He showed me. I ain't going to go into them all. We'd be here all night, man. But, you know, he showed me Commander General Yohana was the one to follow. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't explain it enough. You know what I mean? And you know, the Lord will put the spirit on you to know it. If you know it, you know it. Hell. Let me see. Above all, through all. So we're going to finish with this. We're going to finish Matthew 6:24. You know what I'm saying? To all the dickheads who hate us and don't like us and think, you know, you're supposed to get counsel from us or we supposed to join you or we supposed to accept you when you don't believe what we believe. Matthew 6:24.
Matthew 6:24. No man can serve 2 masters.
I guess impossible. If you don't believe us, somebody you believe in. If you don't believe the Isupk, who we fight to be in the spirit of Christ, there's another spirit you are believing. Because nobody can serve 2 masters. You can't be against us and still love us. I just want to say to the brothers that I offended, I'm sorry. Now, I don't like the way y'all say this and y'all say that and y'all follow these guys. They gonna be held accountable and blase. Shut up. Shut up. You don't love us and you don't love our brothers, man. Or you wouldn't be a DH. You wouldn't be a DH. You understand? That means dickhead, Akim Slaki. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go outside of this body. You wouldn't have left your brothers if you loved them so much. You can't serve 2 masters. Go ahead.
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Even if you tried. A lot of you try. You try to be in disagreement with the school and still try to be a part of the school. You try that mess. But the Lord's saying it is impossible because even if you try, you're going to end up hating one and loving the other. And you show us who you love and you show us who you hate. And you are not part of this body. And if we allowed you to come in here and pretend to be a part of this body, you'd be a cancer and you would kill the body, man. And I ain't going to allow it, Aisha. I hope you don't either.
Sir.
I ain't going to allow it, big priest. I hope you ain't either. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to allow it. Houston, I hope you ain't either. All you can, Baltimore, I ain't going to allow it. I hope you're not going to allow it either. You understand? All you brothers just tuning in, man. I'm not going to allow cancer to live in this body, and I hope you don't either. If you see the weird, goofy mess, if you see enemies bad talking our brothers and sisters in this school, attack it, man. Handle it like protocol calls for. You understand? Listen, you can blaze and cuss out any of our enemies. I'm fine with it. But watch your mouth to brothers that's in the school that might make mistakes, or that you might interpret something and you could be incorrect. You could be incorrect. Well, I ain't seen you, so I consider you out the school. You out of order for considering a brother out the school because you ain't seen him. Check with your general, man, over your zone. Find out if a brother's in the school. A lot of brothers ain't been around for a while for whatever, health reasons, slaveries. You know what I'm saying? Now, I came up as a young man. As far as the slavery, scriptures say a brother who's in bondage is free in the truth, meaning your slavery got you in bondage and you working all the time, then can't no man accuse you in the school. Now, I will say this. I know there's carnal brothers that could be in the school that get carnal, and they are able to switch their slave schedule to be freed up on camp and some class nights, because I did it, and I knew brothers who did it. And I knew brothers as I was coming up as a young man who on purpose, kept their slaveries or kept whatever to miss those things. You understand? You understand? I can go into that for about another hour. Hell, you know what I'm saying? But you can't serve two masters, man. You got to either love this place or hate this place. Read on.
You cannot serve God and mammon.
Go back up, Slocket. Hate the one, love the other. Go ahead.
Slocket, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Even if you try to play both sides. You try to keep one foot in the world, one foot in the school. Even if you try, it's going to be revealed, and everybody going to see that one of them you hold to, and the other one you despise. The other one you despise. And if you're mad that a brother thinks you're out of the school, first of all, he shouldn't say you're out of the school, especially in public. He should find out. You understand? But you should look at yourself. Why would any man think I'm out of the school? You know what I'm saying? Why would any man think I'm out of the school? Maybe it's something you said. Maybe it's how you carry yourself. Because brothers, even young men, there's some wise young men in here. And I see. They could tell when how you move is not how we teach brothers and sisters to move in this school. They can tell. They're not fools. They spiritual too. You understand? Now you mad at them because they handled it wrong. You understand? But you should look in the mirror. Like I've said before, your greatest enemy is that nigga looking right back at you in the mirror. You sisters, your greatest enemy is that broad looking right at you, right back at you in the mirror, man. That's who we got to fix. We got to fix him and let them die so we could be new for our king, man. This is the greatest school on earth, man. This is a beautiful thing. To understand life, everybody don't have that. To understand death, everybody don't understand that. To understand why the white man is how he is and why we are suckers and play right into his hand, to understand those things is a gift from God, man. Everybody don't have it, but we have it. I used to be scared to death of that thing they call God because I didn't know what the hell he was. I believed in him because everybody talk about him, but I was so scared of him because I didn't know what he was. Being in the truth took away all them weird fears I'd had. And to understand how we got here and to understand how to get out of here, I mean, brother, I could just salute the Most High all day and thank him, man, for this shot, for this knowledge. So I ain't going to let nobody corrupt it. I ain't going to let nobody corrupt it, and I hope y'all feel the same way, man. Did you read that last line?
You cannot serve God and mammon.
Right. Mammon is like the love of riches and wealth and gain. You love that more than you love the Most High. Being a star, that's something I heard recently. That's something I heard recently. A brother saying, yeah, this brother was mad at me because I said this. And he said, well, I want to be a star too. What in the fuck? I ain't never heard that in the truth. We fighting to be stars up in here? Is that what you're really fighting for, to be a goddamn star in America? Our job as a priest is to make the stars fall from heaven. Read the Bible. Read the Bible. Our job is to make the stars fall from heaven, to blacken the sun and the moon, man, and to bring kingdoms down. While we arguing and beefing over who gonna be the next star and why I ain't the star, man, please. Please. Don't make me beg Commanding General Yohana to change a lot of things in here, man. Captains, get on your game. Stop letting this bullshit live in here. Get on your game. Look out for these young brothers, man. Look out for these young men coming into school. Make sure they ain't corrupted by these simpletons up in here. And some of you captains can be simple too. You better raise these men up the right way. I can't wait. I pray the Lord, man, heal this foot so I can hobble on in to some of these camps, man. Because I don't like what I'm hearing on these young men and how they looking at the camps and how they looking at their zones. I blame you camp leaders. I blame you camp leaders. I look at classes. I see young officers teaching classes. Where the captains at, man? Where the captains at? We're going to keep this school strong, man. We're going to keep it strong. And I'm proud of every last one of you brothers, man. Keeping the loyalty, man. Keeping the integrity in this school, man. So we're going to do better, man. We're going to get better and better. And nothing can stop us, especially no goddamn outsider. With that, I'm going to pass the class off. Who's on deck, Aisha?
I'll pass the class to Officer Sha'athwan.
Officer who?
Sha'athwan.
Sha'athwan, no sweat. I get a class over to Officer Sha'athwan Thawada Hebrews for tuning in and rolling with a brother. Again, I know I ain't General Muhammad or General Yohana, but I do my best. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, the comments are saying that was an incredible class.
Most High in Christ, Doc. Most High in Christ. Shalom, Akim. Yahba Shema Shabrakathum. Yahweh Shemar Allah Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah. Thawada sisters, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, man. Shalom.
Men of Israel, Imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbath, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Brakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakathum. Yahweh Shemar Allah Thun Ba'ashem Yahushua sisters. I love all y'all.
Yad Yamatah, which means hands down. Sar, which means turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbath, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Yad Yamatah. Class dismissed.